what it do? What it do?
What it be?
We're going to start off the show a little different today. Rob
had a very important question that he needed to ask everybody tonight.
You want me to ask it again?
Hang on a second. Hold on a second. Let's go to Rob Cam.
Rob Cam? Oh, we have
Rob
to change
Cam?
the name.
Let's go to Rob Cam.
I like it. Rob Cam.
Wrong button.
Very interesting.
Okay,
Rob Cam.
we're on Rob Cam.
Rob, now I'm put my glasses on too.
Usually you have to be
I don't know
18
why I
or
need to
older to
see.
watch Rob Cam, but, you know, tonight's different.
Yeah, it's very unfiltered. But hey, so the question was, if a chicken and a half laid an egg and a half every day and a half, how much would it lay in a week and a half?
If a chicken and a half
Right.
laid an egg
And a half.
and a half
Every day and a half.
every day and a half,
Mm-hmm.
how many eggs would you have?
How much eggs would he lay in a week and a half? So I figure like a chicken and a half doesn't matter, right? That doesn't mean anything, but a day and a half, an egg and a half every day and a half. So if he laid, I'm already confused, dude.
First of all,
An egg and a half every day and a half.
before you guys come up with the answer, I
What's
just
up,
think,
Brian?
just to toot my own horn here, Rob asked this question, and before the question was done being asked, I had an answer within 0.5.
Yes, Tony.
You know, we can't all be intelligent like Tony.
I'm not intelligent. I'm
Tony
just like
answered
lucky.
it in like 2 seconds, but he was a little off, and then like 5 seconds later, he had the correct answer. But you got to think. So,
Some rain.
Chicken and a half laid an egg and a half every day and a half. How many eggs would you have after a week and a half?
yeah, I know the answer, and I still get confused. So I'm gonna let Tony break it down. For
Thanks,
you.
Megan.
Okay, so we're going to do this as quickly as possible because people are like, I want to talk about fishing. So you have the chicken and a half correctly. It does not matter. So you have 1 egg and a half every day and a half for a week and a half. So week and a half, 7.5. Divide that by 1.5. That is your day and a half, right? It comes up with 5. You multiply that 5 times 1.5 for your egg and a half, and now you're at 7.5.
Yeah, that's how they weighed my fish last week.
So now that you guys are all confused and you are reminded of why you hated high school math like me,
It sounds like you liked it, dude.
So I was actually really, really good at, so put it this way, when I got to college, I had to take 1 math course before I was like, my requirement was over. I tested out of it, like completely at BMI. So I had to take the only reason I had to take a math class at all was because that specific course was required for all cadets.
Right.
I didn't have to take any math at all after that. It was like probability and statistics. It was stupid.
Dude, I watched a good military movie today about the Navy with Cuban Gooding Jr. and Robert De Niro. I forget what it was called. Hey, real quick, gotta say what's up, Dan? Dan in the house, Dan Vaughn, Brian Dyson in the house, Tom Over.
Snails.
Congrats on the 3rd place yesterday. Pete, my brother's up in the house. Is mom watching, Pete? Mr. Snails in the house. Martin Payne. A lot of hammers.
And while we got it on, we think we got to talk about the sponsors because we haven't been doing a great job about that. Definitely want to talk to bring it out here because this is cool, right?
And Megan in the house.
And
Sorry, Megan.
I sent a message to Mr. Larry from Bass Munitions about a specific type of worm that would be really super awesome if he could make it, because I might have a little trick up my sleeve
Wait, a worm for this time of year?
for all times of year.
Yeah.
For all times of year.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so hopefully if Mr. Larry is able to make the worm, maybe we could name it something cool, like name it something after the show. I don't know. We'll call it, Riverboat something. I don't know.
T-sizzle.
That would be interesting. I don't know, like anything, something that'd be pretty badass if we came up with a design to bait and got it out there because of this show and because of the connections that we've made. So keep an eye out. Hopefully, put it this way, it's something that's been out there for a long time, but it's something that people sleep on.
We could name it after a long time fan. Like we could name the worm
We could
Martin
name
Payne.
we could name it Megan.
Megan's
Name it
gummy worm.
Megan.
That'll be it. Megan's gummy worm.
Oh, that is it right there. Megan's gummy worm.
Or the Mr. Snails worm.
Ooh, I like that too.
Right.
We're gonna make a
The
poll.
Mr. Snails.
We're gonna make
Yeah.
a poll.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this.
We're totally gonna make a poll. Stick worm.
Thanks,
He's
thanks,
probably-
Tom. Very original.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I think he's saying that's what type of worm that Tony is talking.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking for this time of year, I was thinking like a 10-inch worm.
So it's not super far off. But it's, I won't say it on air just because it's honestly it's a bait that for the last 2 years I've really really liked, and this year specifically I've really 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 started to like it because I've started throwing it on different techniques and stuff like that. But it's
Trick worm?
no, it's like you can't even get it anywhere. Like that's the unfortunate thing is a lot of time like there's been times where you can't even get it on Tackle Warehouse, and Zoom makes it, which is weird. Like Tackle Warehouse has everything except this worm sometimes.
The trick worm. No,
It's
they
not a
have
trick
that.
worm.
Zoom makes a trick
It is
worm.
not a trick worm. No, Tom, that's
speed worm?
mine, and I have to duct tape it, so we don't. I don't want to like knock out one of Chad's dogs or something walking around the house. So
Speed worm?
no. I'm telling you, you've never heard of
Replica
it.
of the 3-foot
We'll talk,
dong
we'll talk.
on the table.
We'll talk.
Which one?
Actually, I'm gonna text you right now, Rob.
Oh.
I'll tell you what it is.
Tony's texting me.
Oh, it's that juicy.
It is absolutely that juicy.
Say
I'm
it.
not even joking.
Say it.
There's no way I'm saying that.
Say it.
There's no way I'm saying it.
Say it online.
No.
Come on.
Nope. I will not be peer pressured. But it's a dude. It's actually like I don't know, like, and it's nothing. It's not like the worm specifically. It's just I think it's the application of the worm.
That's usually the profile.
Yeah, it's like to quote. Well, I can't quote that. I did share something the other on Facebook that I thought was really funny. Everyone,
Yeah, never heard of it.
really
What is it?
show him. See if he's ever heard of it.
Hold on a second. Things going on.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's awesome.
Phone in. Yeah, it's the whole thing. It is, he says.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Have you been on my boat when I've thrown it before?
That name like contradicts
no.
itself.
I know.
Think about it.
That's what
Right.
So I don't even remember where I got it the first time. Like I literally like one day. So I'll give you a hint. I only started throwing it because I was out of Senkos. I was wacky. You were with me because that was that day in Furnace when we freaking whacked them. That's what I called when I was wacky rigging. That's what I called them on. It wasn't a Senko.
Well,
Okay.
Rapala.
All right. Okay.
Yep. That's actually that was the first time I got on that worm, and because I ran out of black and blue Senkos, and I'm like, what the hell is it? I don't even know what it is. I think I actually might have gotten it in like a Lucky Tackle box or something for like a Christmas present. And I was like, dude, what is this thing? Like this thing, it's all I got, so I'm gonna throw it.
Rapala has a whole line of soft plastics now. Very original soft plastics.
Are you being facetious?
What?
Hey, you can get every company has this now.
They're going to.
Yeah.
Well, Spro.
That's the problem. But I'm gonna
missile
openly.
baits, and is it Spro as well? Or is it,
Dude, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Chad's secret is out.
So Mr. Snails is asking about the boat. You got to break the news now.
Yeah. So I guess it's time to break the news. The Ranger came home yesterday. I got the call. Well, yesterday was Friday. I got the call on Thursday that the boat was back, and don't say that I'm. What are you doing?
Well, everybody's probably wondering what the hell we're talking about. That's not the worm that Tony
is
was
not the
talking
worm.
about. But
Actually, no,
everybody's going to have that now.
Bob
That's not-
or Rob,
We'll talk
that's
about
the worm.
that.
That's
and
the
we'll
worm.
talk about your
Hold it up.
stupid Nessie piece of shit.
I don't care about the Nessie.
So you got the call.
Got the call.
Boat is in the driveway.
The boat is, dude. I don't know if the boat was just off the truck or whatever, but like he called me early in the morning, said the boat is here. We're putting your poles on it right now,
That's exciting.
and whatever. We need this and this information before you come get it. Got that information to him. Called me at like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. Said we're ready for you first thing in the morning.
Cool.
So drove up on Friday, picked it up, or I'm sorry, it was Thursday. Today's Friday. I got my days messed up. It was Wednesday he called. Thursday I picked it up, brought it home, swapped all my gear from the John boat to the bass boat, and then went and fished the Thursday night tournament out of it in the very same day. So that was pretty cool. Bowers Marine up there, and I don't know if it was Hanover or Temple.
Well, that's a hike.
2 hours.
Yeah.
It's the closest Ranger dealer around here.
Yeah, it is.
It is, and
Except for Bass Pro Shop, which God knows.
which I'm not going to. Hands down, some of the best customer service I've ever dealt with in my life through the nightmare of an episode that I went through. The nightmare of an episode that I went through with the boat. Bowers made it as smooth and as easy as possible.
Nice.
Boat
looks good, dude.
It looks good. I'm very, very happy with it. But before I even go into the boat, I definitely want to shout out. I meant to tag them up there in the thing today before we did it, but I definitely want to shout out Bowers Marine Service. They're fantastic.
Can you tag them in the comments?
Maybe.
Because I know you're not the only one that's on the show that's bought something from them. I know
There's a bunch of people.
Martin's gotten his boat from them.
Yeah, Martin made a comment on.
I've heard good
I think
things.
he said they're in Temple.
Yeah.
I think is what Martin was saying.
I've heard really good things about Bowers. I've actually I've looked at their inventory a few times. They never really had anything I was serious about buying, but from the stories that you've said, and like I know Martin has said really good things about them, I've definitely considered them. My big thing is, dude, it was at lunch today. I was looking at boats and like I got a little trigger happy. I didn't do anything, but I was like, oh man, like I could make something happen, man. Like
You just put all that money into the old Ranger.
I know, but it's like, here's the thing though. Like the problem is with everything that I've done to the Ranger, it would be better off for me to just buy a new boat, like without anything on it, and just take the stuff and put it on, and just sell the Ranger with what it is. It's an 18 or 19 foot boat with a 200. Get what you get for it. Why
you want to upgrade though, dude? You're good.
I mean, I do, but I don't. Like it's like, I don't know. Have
you want to hear an interesting quote? It's from Will Smith, so I don't know if you really.
I want to hear
it. Is it before or after he pimp slapped?
It was before.
Okay. That's fair.
Will Smith said that too many people buy things they don't need with money they don't have.
That is correct.
And it's a good way to live your life by those words.
Yeah, but Tony's
sit back and think, do you really need it? Dude?
I know that
No.
that Tony's got the money for that boat, so
Because I don't spend it on anything.
But you
exactly.
don't, right?
Homeboy won't even buy a jackhammer.
He
That's
won't
correct.
sharpen it. Oh, that reminds me, dude.
Tony's got a jar of pennies buried in the backyard. Ross.
I trust me. I got a hook from Tony one time. I know, which reminded me of this story. I meant to text you today about this.
Those are my pre-fishing hooks, just so we're clear.
But Matt Robinson was on a podcast, and he was talking about how everybody makes fun of him because his hooks are rusty. Yeah. And so it reminded me of you.
Probably those VMCs, bro.
Dude, he has some logic behind this though. He was like, if your hook's really sharp and slippery, come back out easy. It's nice and rusty, sticks in there, the texture doesn't come out so easy. Tony's rusty
That's
hooks
such
might actually
bullshit.
help.
I don't even want to listen to that, bro. Like, you know how many? I know it's just funny and like bullshit. But
Yeah,
you know how
he's
many
just
times
fucking
you get like a
around,
rusty hook with a barb on the hook just comes right off just because some of the rust on it. Like, you just have no barb on your hook anymore.
Those are the
because
hooks
they're
you use
rusty.
when you're practicing.
The logic is the texture.
I do want to finish out about my Ranger.
Oh,
though.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know I interrupted. Sorry.
I do want to finish out about the Ranger though. The Ranger's great. Bowers Marine Service is fantastic. I highly suggest if you're looking for a boat, going up there and talk to them. Tracker, Ranger, Triton. They got some other stuff
Nitro.
going on. Nitro. You definitely want to talk to Doug. Doug is the man up there. He's a man moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour. But let me tell you, when I say they have good customer service between him and the lady named Chris that works up there, and the guys behind the scenes and the shop and stuff, those dudes are on point. Like he says he's gonna do something, and that day, I get a phone call about it.
That's what's up.
Not an email, not a text message, not a I'm sorry, I forgot, I'll call you the next day. Like it's they're on it. So I can't say anything but good things about Bowers, and I highly recommend them.
And you've been through a lot with that boat.
I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
With the boat and dealing with between the boat and then ordering power poles and wanting to change the color of my poles and yada 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 yada. It just, I asked a lot of them and they did a lot for me, and they jumped through hoops to do what needed to be done to get the boat back to me.
Zachary said, "Where are you guys fishing tomorrow?"
The water.
River boat ride will be on the Gunpowder tomorrow.
There's a
Both
surprise.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do too in the morning.
I thought you were going up to the flats.
You want to fish together tomorrow, dude?
I'm taking a buddy. Of
No, I
mine
don't want to
out
take
there.
you. Yeah, I don't want to show you what I'm on, anyways.
You
Only
wanna go?
because we got to compete against each other.
But you just told me what you're doing.
There's
I was literally just
very
gonna see,
vaguely,
I guess you don't want to go out on the new boat, huh?
very vaguely, I've told you.
You guys should go out and on the flats. I'll be out there. We can just screw around.
I need to figure out what the is going on in the GP right now because I don't have a clue. And the only tournament series I'm fishing right now is the 3-fers.
I'll tell you what, Chad. I could put you on some fish, dude.
I don't want you to put me on fish.
I can steer you in the right direction.
I just want to go fishing and figure some shit out.
That's what you got to do.
We don't even need to go to your juice. We can go somewhere else. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, definitely put you on some fish, dude. We definitely could have won yesterday had we not lost the fish.
Why didn't
I placed
you?
the week before.
Why'd you lose it? Did you jump in after it?
I should have.
You didn't even put 100% into it because you didn't jump in.
Dude, I was so upset that I hung. Dude, I hung my head so low like this that Evan had to be like, "Sorry, man." Swear to God, true story, dude. And I was like, "It's gonna be hard to sleep tonight, dude. I have nightmares."
How big you think it was?
5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Right at the boat. I mean, at the boat, dude.
Where was the net?
Evan had the net.
Dude.
It jumped. He went to get ready to scoop it, and it jumped, shook it off.
So there's just nothing anybody could have done.
No, it was just one of those like this moments.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe my hook should have been rustier.
It could have. Hey, look, you ever need a rusty hook, you let me know.
So then we start debating over what happened, and everyone was like, "I think you set the hook too hard and ripped a big ass hole in his lip."
Yeah, I've heard people say that.
Yeah, that's because I did because I was like, "Oh, that's a bite, dude," and set the hook good. You know when you're flipping.
Yeah.
Tell me where you were fishing without telling me where you were fishing.
I had the time to reel down a little bit, and you know what I mean, and maybe set the hook too hard. I don't know. It just goes.
Dude, that whole area, I don't think I've gone in there at all this year.
I haven't fished grass at all this year. Not once.
So here's
Really?
the thing, to be honest with you. The biggest reason why I don't go in there is because I know it's where a couple of you guys fish, and I don't. For me, it's not like that, dude. Like I don't.
I've seen Dale like a week ago back there during the Derby, and he came back, and I told him what I got, and he was like, "All you, bro," and turned around. Other than that, I haven't seen anybody. I think people are not fishing back there because they just figure it's too muddy. But the muddy water has been working in my advantage.
Right.
That's exactly why I haven't been going back there, and it's because when you have those hard downpours and everything like that, the first place that gets muddy is the damn quarry.
Right, and that's what I've been fishing, the quarry. But here's the thing: it's no pressure. Nobody's fishing there,
Right.
because it's muddy.
Right.
Fish still got to eat.
Right.
3 or 4 days after it's been muddy, they're hungry. Go back there, give the quarry a try, dude. But now, I've been fishing.
There's three key spots in the quarry that I can even think of that are worth hitting. And that's because I'm not asking you to, and that's because I haven't put that much time back in. The quarry's never treated me very well.
I'm gonna do a map of the GP and put it on fish tips. No, I'm just kidding.
I've caught
God.
some hammers back there, but I usually,
That's
like I
another
said,
conversation.
I'm not doing that.
I like going back there in like the spring and like in the fall is when I really like going back.
Yes.
There. Like after the tournaments are done, like October, November, that's when I really like going back there.
Dude, it's fire.
And I've
Fire, they move. So they. No, I'm saying too much. Never mind.
Can you give me another beer, please?
Yeah. I don't think there's another one
Please?
in there, dude. You gotta hit the. I don't think there's.
Clean mugs right yonder.
Chad drank them all up. Well, there's this, dude. These orange.
We're gonna
I'm good. I'm gonna have this. Just gonna drink one.
tilt it at the 45.
The big cowboy.
No, tilt it down more. There you
I
go.
broke the fridge, dude.
Rob broke the fridge.
Rob
Damn,
broke it.
Rob. You've only had like one beer.
I know. I don't know what happened. All I did was stick it back on there and the thing fell off.
You just don't know your own strength like Tony.
I sat him down.
That's why I break off so many
Back up
fish.
there later. Dude,
Shoot.
you want to talk? You want to talk about something that's really got me upset?
That'll do you for today.
That will do me for today.
There's probably 2 in there.
Oh,
Am I-
dear. I almost spilt it. Do you see
First
that?
of all, I gotta find out, is my wife still on? Maria, are you watching?
Do you know what
Maria,
it's
if you're
like-
watching, let me know.
Do you know watch a keg blow across a room and across a hallway and into another room in your house?
That's what she said.
No, but that's kind of funny.
So I don't even know if I talked about it. So it was like 2 weeks ago. I got my first keg of the beautiful Blue Moon that we're drinking right now.
Oh, is that what it is? Cool.
Yeah.
Do you like
Corona, dude.
And I'm still kind of a rookie and everything. So whatever, like I brought the keg in, hooked it up to the bottle and everything, took the tap off so I could go clean it in the sink.
Yeah.
Or the tap handle and everything because it was a little sticky. Yeah. And I'm sitting out there cleaning it and all I hear is like this water like landing on the floor all of a sudden. And I like look up and I'm like thinking to myself and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you stopped the valve that keeps the beer from flowing out of the keg. It's in your hand in the kitchen right now.
Shit!
Yeah.
Damn it, Jim.
What do you call it? Epiphany.
Yeah. So like I just take off running back here down the hallway. As soon as I round like the corner back there in the kitchen and look across, there is literally a stream of beer, pressurized beer, just shooting out that door over there.
This
and
kind of sounds like a
across the
good
hallway.
date, dude.
You got to drink it all up, dude.
It was just
Yeah, when you got to wash the blankets the next day. Hey, listen.
I was really glad. So here's my thing, dude. I was really glad that it was a tight stream of beer because it was shooting right past the computer.
Oh. Hey,
Like
No, it's
right
gonna fill
like
up on the floor.
dude, can I vent for
like right past the computer, dude.
Can I vent about something that has me so pissed off, dude?
Okay, first of all, back up.
And I'm sure you
jump.
guys, and it's not fishing related, but it's been fucking with me for like a couple of days. Jason Aldean.
Oh, what
That's some
about it?
fucking that they fucking banned his song for that.
That's like 4 swear jokes.
I heard
That shit-
I haven't even, dude. I haven't even heard the
Let me see
song.
what-
What's the song?
Try that in a small town.
Yeah, it's basically okay. So basically,
is it?
it's basically about how like
Try to carjack somebody or rob somebody.
middle America, like normal people like us, are just tired of like garbage that goes on, like like the shit that you see in the cities, where
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're just like Americans are tired of it. Like rural blue collar people are just enough's enough. Type
Yeah,
of
come
thing.
try that shit around
Right.
here.
It ain't like a big whatever. So but I agree. Did you see what I
I'm so
shared on
fu-
Facebook?
Dude, I shared on Facebook today where a guy compared his lyrics to Cardi B's lyrics.
Yeah, really.
They took it down.
Oh, I'm sure.
They took it down, dude.
Hey, look, if Jason Aldean offends you, you got a guy to check out. His name's David Allen Coe. We'll see who's worse.
I don't even think David Allen Coe was that bad.
Dude.
No, because so not to
He
totally.
said he did say
Really?
some racist things.
Okay, but
He said some
but
racist things.
Oh my
he did.
God.
He did. However, if you know that man's backstory and how he was like the blows that David Allen Coe was dealt in every aspect of life, including being
Yeah, I
on
know his
death
story.
row.
I know his story.
Like, you know, that guy. I mean, I'm not saying he gets a pass, but like he gets as close to a pass as you can get when it comes to just like
I don't think
the
it's a
stuff that he
matter.
said.
I don't think it's a matter of racism, right? As y'all know, I'm married to a black woman. As you know this, it's not about racism. It's about good, hardworking people versus ignorant, dumbass acting people.
Right.
And they could be whatever color, white or black. And I think in his song, he's just saying like, "Come, America, we don't." Like,
F around and
know
find
what I
out.
mean?
Right.
And stop. But you can glorify carjacking or
Sure.
robbing somebody, that's okay.
Right.
But you can't say, "Oh, don't try that around here. You're in trouble."
Right.
It doesn't make any sense to me. It's got me so fucking mad, dude. I'll be like
it's
thinking
stupid.
about this for like hours.
Right.
It's the whole cancel culture thing, man.
Right.
They're gonna pick. They're picking and choosing what they want to be on there at this point because of
Even my wife,
It's all politics.
I shouldn't
dude.
say even my wife, but
Hey.
my wife,
Stop it.
who is a black female, was like, he said he ain't going to let it shut him down. He should keep saying what he wants to say.
Right.
And, you know, it's just, I don't know. The world's so messed up today, dude. Like, I don't get it, dude. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Man.
Crazy times.
It pisses me off, dude.
I have, to be
Makes
fair,
me madder than hell.
I haven't actually heard the song yet, but I will
haven't
get
heard it yet
I will
either.
get around to listen to
Yeah.
it.
It's not bad. Like, he doesn't say nothing.
I
that
read the
bad.
lyrics online. I'm
Yeah.
like, where's the outrage here? Like, this
Oh,
is what is
my
wrong?
God, dude.
He just said like, don't commit crimes in my town. That's so horrible. Like that's what you guys are pissed about. Is
But you can rap about committing crimes and you're good.
you could literally like rap
No,
about
that- dude,
active rape and it's okay.
I know we've
Tell
all
me I'm
listened.
wrong.
I know we've all listened to 50 Cent before.
Right. That's
Come
what I'm
on,
saying.
bro.
Yeah.
It's
so
just like the double standard and the nonsense. But whatever. Anyway,
if the world keeps going like this, kids are not going to be fishing. They're not going to be outdoors. They're
I'm
not
okay
gonna
with
be
that. There's more fish for me to
patriotic.
catch.
They're not going. There's going to be no military.
that's you don't know how true that is.
I know. No, I do. It
Dude,
pisses
it's
me
like-
off.
it's-
right.
We are in a absolute
Even my
recruiting
trade.
crisis.
My trade as well.
Well, yeah.
The kids don't want to turn wrenches no more. They're not
No.
mechanically inclined no more.
No.
They're destroying. It's freaking.
We had a
insane.
recruiter.
Gone.
It's insane.
Well, I
It's
was
insane.
listening to a recruiter tell me a story about how they were driving somewhere on work hours, and there was a kid, like a 18, 20-year-old kid, out recently, like spinning a sign, like in 150 degrees, like it's been the last few days.
That's a hard worker.
And they were like, "Hey, man, like, how much you getting paid?" And he's like, "Oh, 16 an hour." He's like, "Look, here's what we can offer you." And the guy's like, "Absolutely not. I'll stand out here and spin my sign for the next 40 years if it means I don't have to join the army."
That's insane.
And I'm like, "Yeah."
Are
I
you
was like,
crazy?
holy crap!
Do-
I was
do
like,
you
"It ain't that
realize-
bad, dude? Like, it's really not."
Do you realize how good of a career
That's
the
what I'm
military
saying.
is?
That's what I'm saying.
You
I'm
can
like,
retire in 20 years. It's
Yes.
insane. I wish I
don't-
would have joined.
I have no idea, but I definitely don't.
I don't understand.
People say it.
I don't understand it, but if
People are
somebody would
saying,
have come to me and told me to join the military, I was like, no.
People are saying play the song, Chad.
Yeah, but you had something else going for you though. It's like you had. I mean, if you didn't have anything else to do, and you
Right.
knew it's like I could do this, I could be here as long as I want to be. I can learn a very good skill and make good money, and I essentially control my fate. Especially now, it's not like we're at war. You're not going to war anywhere. Like,
Even if you had to go to war, though, I mean,
there's
like,
definitely a
what
chance of
happened
going to war right now.
well, there's always a chance of going to war, but it's like whatever.
Well, it's more of a fear to control you. But look, I can't get it. Don't get me started.
So I actually, Snails brings up a great point. We didn't mention it yet in the show.
I was just going to bring that up.
I
yeah.
didn't know Mr. Tom.
So without, I know his service was today. I unfortunately wasn't able to make it. But for those of you that knew Mr. Tom, like you can't say enough good things about the man. I'm sure there's at least a couple rods on this property that were either built by him, repaired by him. I have like 4 or 5 of them.
I had Mr. Tom's custom rod right in the center of my new bass boat last night.
I know Paul has a bunch of them. But if you didn't get a chance to meet him, you kind of missed out. And but he unfortunately, I think it was when was it last weekend? He passed away, and after a pretty, I mean, I like to say, people like to say the word battle with cancer, but I don't think he battled. I think he was living his life to the fullest. Like there was never a struggle that I saw. I actually did go and see him, towards the end, and he was having a great time. He was talking about fishing, and it was
There was definitely times that I could tell where he wasn't feeling good,
Right.
but that didn't stop him from doing what the Tom's custom rods kept kept Mr. Tom going every
Right.
single day. I think, that's what he loved to do. He was very, very passionate about it. He was very, very good.
He's very good. Excellent.
Very, very good at what he
Every
did.
detail. Like, I remember the
Every
first.
detail.
I would take him a fishing rod, and
His rod repairs were better than if it wasn't broken.
he would like ask me. I would take him like a ducket rod like that, like something old, beat up. By the way, if that's for sale, let me know. Seriously, because I keep eyeing it up every time I come over here. But I would take him a rod like that, and it's old, it's beat up. One of the eyelets
He might
broke
have,
off.
dude. I'm pretty sure he's fixed that one at one point.
Maybe,
I'm pretty sure.
maybe it does have the blue tag on it. Does have the blue tag on it.
I know of him.
Pretty sure he did.
Never had the pleasure of meeting him.
But anyway, he would basically like it would be like a rod that's the repair would be $10, and he'd be asking me like what color thread and what, and then I'm like, I don't know, I just want the eyelet fixed. And then I got to know him more and more, and I was like, this guy is like an absolute artist when it comes to this stuff.
Legend.
And but
Legend.
anyway, we're definitely sad to see him go, but he's up there doing whatever it is that he wants to be doing right now, and that's the best thing that any of us could ever hope for him. And Mr. Snails has a good point. So they are doing some future tournaments in his honor. I think it's going to be an annual thing.
Who?
His family. So I actually got to talk with him about it. I guess it was on Father's Day when I went and saw him.
Mr. Tom.
Yes, and he was already talking about it. He was excited about it. And he had mentioned, doing the tournament, Tom's Customized Tournament,
Where are these? What are they thinking?
Local.
Where was he located? Was he?
He was up in the Hickory area.
He's GP, Havre Grace
So
Flats.
probably on the GP or maybe on the
Probably,
flats.
I would
And
say
dude,
the
let me-
flats, maybe Wingo, because I know he liked to fish up there too.
You
Oh,
could
you'll love that,
sit. You could talk to that guy about fishing around here for
Oh
days.
man, every time I went over
For
there,
days, man. I mean, he was loaded with information.
met him
He
before,
put so much time out here on the river.
I would go over there and pick up a fishing rod that he either made for me or I repaired, and I would it was just like 2 hours every time, just sitting there BS and shooting the shit. So yeah, it's tough pill to swallow, but we're all going to get there one day, and yeah, I would put not to get deep with everything, but I heard a really good quote the other day, and it says everybody dies twice. You die when your physical body dies, and you die.
When the last
The
person mentions your name.
Yep, and that's not going to happen to Mr. Tom for a long time, if ever.
Nope.
I put
So-
that.
Nope,
I said
not
that
for
same
sure.
quote about my father when he died.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good quote. It's actually from it's a movie. Al Pacino actually came up with that quote.
Really? Mm-hmm. I like it.
I like it too, and it's true.
It is absolutely true.
So with that being said, Ray Scott, still saying his name.
Right. Right. I gotta get some the decals we were looking at the other day, like Z decals or whatever, for the by Forest Elwood stickers.
Right. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Forest Wood too. Ranger
So
boats.
the old Rangers used to come with us before Johnny Morris. It was literally said by Forest Elwood on there. So
Yeah, Forest Wood also started FLW.
yep. Which is why it was FLW.
One of the icons in the sport, Ray Scott. He invented tournament bass fishing.
Right.
Started it all. So rest in peace to both of them. Let's keep their name alive. for
I
a
almost
second.
wonder, and we were kind of talking about it in the group chat during the week. Is like I almost wonder, with all these old timers, either just getting out of the sport completely or passing away. Like, how much is the sport going to change? It seems like it's almost unrecognizable now than it was 10 years ago. During their time, it's not even the same thing almost. So it's
Dude.
like. I almost think it's changing too fast, and I don't necessarily think everything's changing for the better.
I've been preaching this for a while.
So, like
How-
this MLF scandal thing, right? Like,
so there's always been scandals. There's always been cheating. It's been going on for you just didn't hear about it because there hasn't always been social media. You know what I mean?
Same
There,
thing
there's
with-
been worse
with
cheaters. back in the
everything
day.
in the world.
Right. But what gets me is so my whole beef is they're trying to make the sport. It's going to be all forward facing sonar fishing offshore, which I have nothing against. Don't get me wrong. Hey, now you need those shallow water guys too. You need both, in the sport to keep it interesting. You know what I mean? It's like football with only wide receivers, no running backs.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Here's my
You need both.
Here's my issue with it, right? So like, it's like, okay, so this is just stay with me here. I promise this makes sense. You ever heard of the show Street Outlaws? These guys,
yeah.
they race cars.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
street racing, but it's like, you know,
legal.
yeah, kind of. You know, they're cars you can drive on a road. So I feel like that's what bass fishing used to be. You know, you could get in it, you could spend a little bit of money, go get a Mustang, do some work to it, and compete and go out and have a good time. Now we're at like NHRA 10,000 horsepower level drag racing, right? There's not a guy on the tour, with the exception of Keith Poche, that doesn't have.
John Cox, maybe.
Those are the only. two.
Atifo. Couple. There's
But
a
he
few.
doesn't even. He's not even allowed to fish that boat anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
So you have two guys out of all the major circuits, the MLF, you know, one every fish matters. Do they even still do that?
No, they went back to 5 fish limit. I think they might have every fish matters in some tournaments.
Okay.
But they're basically back to a 5.
But you so in BASS, in the Opens and the Elite Series, you know, in a lot of the nation stuff, like the grassroots, even at the nation level, almost everybody, or at least 75% of the field's running loaded shit, like
Right.
loaded boats, loaded this, loaded that, right? It's
which
like,
kids can't afford unless their dad. They're
So-
on their dad's boat.
and that's the thing is, you know, a lot of kids, like when I was in college, these kids would get into bass fishing, and if their dad wasn't into it or whatever, like mine, like my dad does not fish, right? So it's like I was just going as I went, right? So it is what it is. But a lot of these guys, some of them I knew personally, were their first boat was at the time a $70,000 loaded boat.
Yeah, which people don't like, by
Like,
the way.
no, dude, like that's
You know, regular people.
I don't.
They don't want to
yeah.
see that.
I don't have any like, you know, bad juju towards them. It's like, hey, you did whatever. That's your choice, not mine.
You lucky bastard.
Right, kind of. Right. But it's like, dude,
Fortunate son.
right. But the sport of the entire sport of fishing is so far removed from like guys like us that
But-
work and can't afford $100,000 rig. It's like, go find, you know, almost every, like, I swear to God, half the baits that have been developed in the last couple years are all about forward facing sonar, and you got to have spot lock. And if you don't have a 21-foot boat to run in, you know, 100 miles away to find the, you know, I don't like it.
Yeah, Tony, but what they're not getting is that people. That's okay. Like I want to see some of that too. But people, so like as many people that don't like Keith Poche, there's that many people that do.
Right. No, you're absolutely
They
right.
love what he's doing. They love what John Cox is doing. That kid that won the college series that showed up and his carpet was all ripped up and his boat was all tore up and he won it.
Right.
People loved that.
Right.
They
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
But
They
bass
love
fishing
seeing-
wants to
dude, they love
cancel all
watching
that
the,
out.
Dude, the underdogs winning is
Right.
everybody
they
wants
don't,
to see the
they don't
underdog
get
win.
that part of it, like the higher ups.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Some of us want to see some of that stuff,
Right.
And that's not saying that we don't want to see, you know, guy offshore, forward facing sonar catching nice smallmouth off a rock pile or something. We want to see that too,
Right.
but you can't. You need both to make it like a interesting and entertaining. There's people who want to see that guy in a cheap boat.
Right.
Oh,
The
yeah.
carpet tore up.
But my,
yeah.
my
and
point
you
is,
know?
my point is, if I knew nothing about fishing and I get into fishing today, and I start watching
You're not buying
Bassmaster,
a $90,000 boat.
Yeah.
Well, hold on a minute. That's what I think I need, because
Right.
if I watch the Elite Series and I watch MLF and I watch whatever, everybody that, I mean, with the exception of 2 people, is running the latest badass loaded out rig. So it's like,
Yep.
you know, unless you have an appreciation for what we're talking about, which I absolutely do.
Oh, wait a minute. Bill Lowen, too.
Does
Bill
he?
Lowen
Yes.
aluminum
Yep.
does his thing. Yeah.
Yep. So, but yeah, I feel like the sport has transitioned into some like, and it's like the buy-in is so astronomically high now to
$50,000 a year or something like that just to fish the elites. And that's even a weirder
doesn't
part.
include the boat, doesn't include nothing. Like,
That's even the weirder part about the sport. Once you make it pro, you still got to pay to fish.
right.
You know what I mean? You got to pay to fish, and if you don't win,
I remember.
I seen Matt Pangrat said, he fishes the opens, and he's pretty big name in bass fishing on Bass Talk Live. I think he said fishing the opens, he lost like $30,000 one year.
Yeah.
Who's got that to lose?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's
who's
the
got
other
that kind of
dude-
money to lose? You know?
So I know.
Not the average Joe. I
Right,
can tell
right.
you that much. Ain't
Not at
nobody,
all.
like-
So I watched, or I went to ICAST in 2018, which was it was fun. It's a cool experience. Like I went down there.
How'd you get an invite to ICAST?
So the guy that made our college jerseys, I actually hooked up Virginia Tech and a couple other schools. Kind of like started the conversation, and their schools ended up getting the jerseys. So he basically paid for us to get into the show. Zach has a good comment.
Zach has a great point.
As much as I hate kayak
Put
fishing,
that up.
I don't think we can do that anymore.
Oh, Zach says that's why kayak fishing is getting so much
I
completely
popular.
agree with you.
agree too.
It doesn't cost as much to do it.
Kayak fishing's so COVID had a lot to do with kayak fishing.
I believe
COVID
it.
had a lot to do with fishing in
COVID
general.
had a lot to do with fishing in general. The sport of fishing went through the roof because of COVID, in my opinion. And that's nobody
Whoa.
had things to do. You were all trapped inside. One of the only things that you could do that didn't have a bunch of restrictions on it was going out on your boat and doing some fishing.
Right.
Well, fishing is like $1 billion industry. Bass fishing is like 10% of that or something like that. 10-20% of the fishing industry.
Either or though, what it did is it took and it's still weird to me that people got a bunch, like you got the the tax things for your kids, and you got the checks and all that bullshit, but all of a sudden people were just like, oh, I'm getting this tax thing for my kid now, I can afford a $90,000 boat.
Right.
And all these people are going out and buying boats and shit.
Right.
Not me.
And I'm telling you, after COVID, the boat ramp was worse than I have ever seen.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember.
Dude,
Ever
on
seen
like on any day of the week. It wasn't even a weekend. It
Like,
could go like on a
It's
Tuesday
like,
afternoon.
It's like, and they're sitting there like, I thought America was supposed to be struggling right now.
right.
Everybody's
out
like,
fishing all day.
nobody's got work. All these people's jobs and everything closed down. Here's everybody in America with a new boat or jet ski dropping in at the damn ramp, and I'm like, what is going on right now?
Unfortunately, I was essential personnel. I had to work through it.
Oh, absolutely. But I swear to you, it was literally the dumb opposite of what they were saying. They're like, everybody's out of work.
Dude, I lived in a hotel for
How
6
are
months.
people still
during
afford
COVID.
it? Like, dude, do you know how much it costs to put gas in some of these freaking boats?
Well, now, thanks to Joe Biden, it costs a lot to put gas.
Thanks,
in the boat.
Joe.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Joe.
But like I was
Damn
saying,
it, Joe.
I'm gonna get us banned.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. So when in college, I got really into it, and I was like, dude, I was wearing a jersey every time I fished. Like I wanted to be the next Elite Series angler. Like I was fishing every college.
You got to have
series.
goals.
Like I was fishing FLW college. I was fishing Bass College. I was fishing
I
everything.
got a rap for that. I got hopes and dreams with no in betweens.
I did, yeah, I had hopes and dreams, and that was it. That was all they were. It was hopes and dreams. There was nothing in between. But anyway, we're doing all this, that, and the other, and I got to ICAST, and it's like kid in a candy store, dude. Like it was incredible. I'm shaking hands with Gerald Swindle, Bill Dance, Roland Martin, talking and a lot of these guys are super awesome guys, right? We're just talking, we're shooting the shit. There was a guy that was actually down there, and he was wearing one of the jerseys that the company I was representing had created. And this guy, it was fishing the FLW Tour. Never heard of him. Nice enough guy, right? He spent the first 3 days we were down there talking about how great these rods that he had been using for the last 5 years were. They were the best thing on the market since sliced bread. And he was like legitimately trying to sell them to us. Not physically, but like trying to tell us like, you guys need to try these rods. Like they're awesome. So the last day, he comes back to the booth with a bundle of like 10 rods, 10 different rods, right? They were Doomsday tackle rods. They were not the rods that he had been raving about that he'd been using for the last 5 years. I said, what's going on? He's like, oh, just picked up a new deal with these guys. And I'm like,
Now you need that rod.
right. And that was the first like warning light. I was like, okay. So then I got to looking the guy up, and I'm not going to say his name because look, the guy's playing the game.
They're doing their job.
He's playing the game.
Chris Zaldane made a post about this earlier, and I will go look it up on Facebook
Is this
right
a
now.
Citizen?
About this exact same thing.
So
That is the Citizen 7.
So I looked the guy up. And he had never won shit, like ever. Never won shit.
Figure out who he is. Wait,
I will tell you who it's not.
Hold up,
Is
hold
he
up.
still
I
pro?
wanna
No,
read this
out of
quote
fishing.
from. Here's the quote from Chris Zaldane. Chris Zaldane. What I've learned about the fishing industry is everybody is just trying to keep their jobs. It's a bunch of anglers who are scared that they are not going to have their jobs anymore. Whether upsetting the ORG organization, upsetting a sponsor, or upsetting a fan base by speaking out. When you are scared, you lean towards the safest thing, accepting everything. Animosity builds, and then 2018 happens all over again. Now,
So
here's one of the things-
2018 is the Bass and MLF split. That's what he's referencing there.
Okay, so I was curious what he was referencing in the split.
That's when all the pros left. But I'm trying to really get to what he's really saying, dude.
He's
I
basically
had to
just
read
saying,
this a while for myself.
He's
Right.
basically just saying like
Well, he's
anglers
catching
are,
a lot of heat for knocking off a lot of baits.
anglers are gonna go.
Is what it is.
Well,
Zaldin is not.
okay, let me ask you
Okay,
something.
so I guess he is in a way.
The mag
but
drive.
Okay, there's so many people that are getting heat for ripping off anything from.
Well, here's
what I
the
will
other
say:
thing.
his Zal Dangerous bait, his Zal Dingus, whatever he's calling it.
I think it's the dangerous.
It's way more innovative than any of the other baits that were. It's way.
It's not- it's not
There's
a-
no
it's not a-
innovation in the Nessie
So-
whatsoever.
okay, wait
That
a
is
minute.
some bullshit.
That brings me into this point right
let
here.
me say something real
Go
quick.
ahead, go
I
ahead.
met Chris Zaldane. He was a very good dude when I met him. I liked him very much. Very nice to me. Nice guy.
Did he touch you
Cool dude.
inappropriately?
He gave me a nice hug.
I let
It was cool. I was all warm. It was snowing outside. It made me warm inside.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
No, but seriously, honestly, good dude. And I'm not saying
I
that.
think most of them are honestly like. The
But when I
vast
read
majority.
that, I'm like, is he talking about leaving the elites or like what's he talking about?
I think he's just so okay. So I'm gonna get to that. You hate Berkeley, right?
I hate.
I don't know
Berkeley.
why, dude. Berkeley's,
no.
Berkeley
So wait
makes
a
good
second.
baits.
Berkeley is the number one company
I'm not gonna
that does
ask you
not
that.
innovate anything and just takes
Okay.
things. And they were one of
The
Do me a favor.
flatworm.
Do me a
Pow-
favor.
the
Power
Berkeley.
baits.
Scoot back 6 inches. I promise this is worth it. Okay, Rob. Hold on a minute. Rob, let's say Riverboat Rob on YouTube blows up to 100,000 followers, and I work at Berkeley. Hey, Rob. So this is this new bait called the Nessie.
Yeah,
we
got
really like it.
Yes, I do.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna now hold on a minute. Now we're gonna give it to you, and we're gonna pay you to make X amount of posts and say this and that and the other about it. Not only that, we'll pay for any tournament you want to enter, and if you travel, we'll pay for your hotel. Are you in?
This Nessie.
Paul's
swim
right
bait,
about that too.
This Nessie swim bait is the most innovative swim bait I have
Okay.
ever fished in my life. It's been we've been spending the last 5 years designing this bait. It's totally original. It's made in the USA for one thing.
Okay, so like let's make it like this. Let's take the
And
personal
you know what?
aspect
That's
out of
fine,
it.
but hold up. Like, let's get. You know what? In my personal opinion, this is my personal opinion. I am not a professional swim bait artist. I'm not a pro in the industry. I am nobody. But in my less than professional opinion, getting an award at ICAST for the most innovative bait on the market, coming from a bait that was undeniably
A 1,000%
taken from
copy.
a JDM company with 1 to 2
So
switches to the
Chad-
thing is bad. It's bad for the industry in general.
Well,
it's bad for innovators.
You don't
of
think
the
it's
industry.
political?
Tony-
It's completely
Tony-
political.
It is completely. It's about money based.
Tony's
It
talking
was a
business.
JDM. It's a JDM design that
It
did
is
not
a
have a.
business.
It's a
Hold on.
JDM design that had no patent in America. Big swim baits are becoming a.
Hold on, Chad.
Scott likes your shirt, by the way.
Tony's making this point, right? You're making a point about ethics.
Paul's like shit.
You're-
You should have been there for this argument.
You're talking ethics and integrity, and Tony's talking business.
So
I'm talking
let me take it a
they're
step further.
two different things.
So-
I get
Totally
there's
different
difference
things.
between principle and business, and I understand the business part, and that's where I was going with this. the big swim bait industry is becoming very hot, very
Hey,
mainstream.
is.
real quick,
Definitely
real quick.
It definitely is.
Dude, I bought one the other
Hey,
day. Can
Scott,
you believe
Tony
that?
bought one. So one of
on.
the
Scott, remember he gave us these shirts? Yeah,
I'm coming back.
exactly.
I'm
All
coming back.
Now back to the argument.
I have a
and-
good point after you're done. I'm just saying.
and
Reserving
the big
my
swim bait
place.
market is becoming very big. It's very hot right now. It's a big money maker. The
Hot,
bigger
hot,
bait,
hot, hot, hot.
bigger baits are going to bring in more money than
I got a
swapping up
point,
your
too.
crankbait
Like
line.
itching.
But I'm
swapping
sorry.
up your
All right.
crankbait line and getting $2
Like
more
itching to
dollars
get
for
in
your
this.
crankbait. If you're selling a swim bait or something for $20 or $30 is different. It's a whole different market.
It's getting
And
hot
not
in
to
there.
there's no patent on the JDM design from Grow Designs.
I gotta let
Flag
Tony
170.
make his point, but I gotta say something. I
Okay,
got something
so
to say to my-
so a
as well.
couple things. Number one, my mic went out again. So 3 things. That's number 1. Number 2, I love this conversation. It's awesome.
And
Please,
it's fine.
no, I agree. I
I'm
think
not
it's
even,
great.
dude. It's not. It's
Like-
not even Berkeley making the bait that makes me mad. It's just saying, be like, hey,
Berkeley has
hey,
came out with a lot
dude,
of original baits.
just be like, hey,
Get
man,
it right.
Yeah, they have. They have.
This
They-
bait
they-
doesn't.
they
This
knocked
bait
off a
does
lot of
not have
baits, I'll
a.
give you
This
that.
bait doesn't have an American patent. We see it from. We're taking this bait from Grow Designs. We're changing it up a little bit. We're going to introduce it to the American market.
but-
Nobody would
oh,
have said
God,
a
dude.
single
Let me
thing
jump in.
had they would have just. Had they would have
Okay,
just.
you go first. You go first, Rob.
All right.
Had they would have just, it's like so. Stole the jackhammer design,
Dude, you're not gonna like
or
this.
Evergreen
I'm gonna say-
stole.
Went where I was
design,
going.
right? But when Evergreen came, because of the patent and all that stuff, Evergreen joined with Z-Man. It's a Z-Man
Yeah,
Evergreen.
Chad,
It's
but-
not a Berkeley Grow Designs Nessie. It's just a Berkeley Nessie. And the award, here's what bothers me the most: the award that they got. It's the award. It's the most it's the most
Made in the USA.
It's the most
Innovative.
retarded bait, innovative bait that's made right now. Yada yada yada. There was no innovation whatsoever. The bait was probably weighed, measured, and freaking remade by Mike in his fucking garage. And
Get him another
fuck
one of
that
these.
bullshit.
Get him another one of these. Okay, Rob,
Chad,
your
I
point.
got. So to my point, and Chad kind of brought this up, and you're not gonna like this, Chad, and it's not to argue against you because I agree with you 1,000%. But the problem with the whole entire world is,
You know what I'm trying to say.
yes, 1,000%, and I agree. But Chatterbait is made in
It's
North
the world
Carolina
right now.
Chatterbait is made in North Carolina, right? It had
Sure.
a patent.
Yeah,
How many companies have a Chatterbait?
tons.
all of them.
But
Every
they
single
all
one.
have a different design
Slightly.
because of the patent
Change something
of
here or there.
the original Z-Man.
It's just
If-
how,
so
it's
wait,
how
hold
it
up.
is.
If Evergreen didn't make a better chatterbait than what Z-Man made, why did they pair with Evergreen? It's because Evergreen made a fucking better chatterbait. That's
I
why.
agree with that.
That's
Yes,
true.
the
You are
jackhammer is way better.
So
I
here's my
agree.
question.
But
Okay.
that, what I'm saying is innovation. It works different ways.
Okay.
You know, a soft plastic worm. How many companies have a soft plastic worm?
Every company. Even Rapala's got one now, you fuckers.
The swear jar is going to be so full after this. All right. Okay. So
It's Friday night.
we're talking about chatterbaits,
Yeah.
right? Talking about chatterbaits. I know you're a huge
Got cool Chad off
You're
a
a
little
huge
bit.
jackhammer guy, right?
You
If-
won't find an original in my boat.
If I came to you from Strike King and I said, "Hey, I'll give you all the Thunder Crickets you want for free. You just can't throw your jackhammers anymore," would you do it?
Yo, you can still.
I throw
them.
those thunder. Wait,
You can still throw them. You just gotta say you're throwing a thunder cricket. I don't care what you're throwing.
yeah.
As long as you
That
promote
depends.
the
You
thunder.
can throw a
That depends.
jackhammer and
That's how
not
it
tell
used to be.
people
Now
about it. They
that
still
depends.
do it on
Doing
this.
that.
They still do it in the professional series.
You get called now. You get called out because of live.
Right.
They can be like, "That's
But-
not a thunder cricket."
But if
It's a
we take,
jackhammer."
but if we take this out of the equation, you just did the same thing that Rob did with the Nessie. Is if I came to you and I said, "Hey, I'll give you this alternative to the jackhammer for no cost to you. You just got to throw it and you got to tell people you love it." You would throw it.
Even
I would
pay-
throw it.
Okay,
We'll
and
pay you
I
throw it.
get, dude. I totally. That is where Chris
we'll pay your
Aldian was
entry
talking
fee.
earlier
That's
about
my
the
point.
politics of things.
Right.
We'll pay
There's
your
people
entry
that are
fees.
scared of maintaining their jobs or whatever. However, I don't think Mike Iaconelli in any way whatsoever is scared of losing his job or his position in anything in the fishing industry.
No.
I just think that Berkeley is a bunch of millionaires and Mike Iaconelli is a freaking.
Dude, I remember when
Yeah.
Just for the record, there's some good dudes that fish for Berkeley, and Berkeley does
He's
make some very
paid by
good baits.
Berkeley. He's paid by
I'm
Berkeley
not
to do what he
talking
needs
about-
to do.
I'm not
He's
talking
paid
about
by
Mike.
Berkeley to do what he needs to do. But Berkeley is a bunch of millionaires. Grow Designs in Japan he's probably got his daughter in some sweatshop pouring molds for him. Like, it's bullshit.
It's definitely Friday night shenanigans tonight, dude. I'm not talking Mike. I'm talking Berkeley does have some good dudes that fish for him, and some good. The Fritz side,
I mean, Keith Poche's those pit balls.
pit balls,
All the time.
Flatworm. The Berkeley flatworm is the #1 smallmouth bait ever, and they didn't steal that from anybody.
Berkeley Maxent and the Berkeley General Worms, huge.
Right.
Huge. No
right.
doubt. No doubt. I won't deny it. I just don't support Berkeley personally, and I won't.
Yeah,
You'll
and you
never
don't-
catch me
you
throwing
don't like the
Berkeley. It'll never
knockoff
happen.
stuff they're doing.
I don't like the
And they
knockoff
do
stuff.
some knockoff
They've got,
stuff,
dude.
but,
They've got a freaking Dark Sleeper. They've got multiple people. So Z-Man even came out with a Dark Sleeper.
Z-Man
design.
does have a dark sleeper. You ain't seen it?
Z-Man just dropped Dark Sleeper design.
Dude, watch
Berkeley's
the,
got a Dark Sleeper.
Yeah.
Watch,
And let me tell you, dude, it's all JDM designs. It's not from America. It's all JDM designs being ripped off from American companies. That's what's going on right now.
Watch Ben hook up tackle at ICAST. He does it every year.
I gotta get one of
this
these
year.
things.
So basically, I'll give you a small sample. You should go watch his video because it's very good. Just one small sample of the video. He's like, "Hey, what bait is that?" And the dude's like, "That's a dark sleeper." He's like, "No, this is a dark sleeper.
Yeah.
This is a Z-Man, whatever." And then
For
he's
real?
like, "What bait is this?" And they're like, "Oh, that's the cover scat." He's like, "Nah, this is the cover scat. This is yeah."
Hey, where do you get these? I want to get
Where's
some
my-
of these things.
No, this.
Some of these things. Well, that
Got
bait,
the cover scats
that
right
that
here.
bait got
Look at the
knocked
cover
off
scats.
harder than anything.
That's the mag draft.
I know. I kind of want to try them.
That's the
It's
mag
mega
draft.
bass. You can buy
Take
that.
it.
You want to
Take
give
it.
them back? I'll take it.
Take it.
It's a
well,
mag draft.
if
dude.
you're gonna give it to
Crazy.
Rob, I'll take it.
Take it.
That's like a
Take the
6-inch
mag
mag
draft
draft.
with
That's
you.
a good bait, dude.
I was gonna throw it tomorrow.
I don't think it's not. I think it might be on an 8.0 hook instead of a 6.0.
Looks fine
But
to me.
throw it. Just throw it.
Dude, that's a
Take
mega
it.
bass mag draft. That's
That's a mag draft freestyle.
that's the ish.
So they have them at Dick's. I was gonna buy them, but I
They got mega bass at Dick's.
at the one in Hunt Valley. Yes,
Really?
they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Hunt Valley stepped it up.
Freestyles, yeah.
Hunt Valley stepped it up.
Mega
now-
Dick's.
So right, my point is like, you know, these guys,
I didn't even see anything about Strike King at ICAST this year, to be honest. with
because
you.
Strike King
they
is
came
so
out with, like-
huge already.
It came out with like little tweaks on baits they
a lot
already
of- dude,
had.
Berkeley is
KVD
huge.
had some things come out this year.
Yeah.
A lot of baits. So Ben on Hook Up Tackle also made the point that if you got a bait that's been out for years, right?
Yeah,
Chad's got the Chad freaking sassy swimmer or whatever. You can't you got come up with new colors. That shouldn't be a new bait at ICAST. It's like the same bait. It's got a couple new
Right.
colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
mean-
there was a lot of that going on, especially with Strike King. Strike King had a lot of like new colors, maybe like a size difference on a lot of baits that they already had.
Well, and Paul has a good point. Paul with the
Okay,
strike.
so did Strike
I'll tell
King?
you-
So Strike King was the company that copied the Rock Crawler. I heard about a company
they
that copied Rock Crawler,
also
but I
they
didn't.
copied the OG6 too, like to a T. Like do they
Really?
call it the
Oh,
the
that was
chick
Strike
magnet?
King that did the rock crawlers.
See, you know that's
No,
the thing.
no, stop.
I
Spro,
don't support. I don't
the Rock
support
Crawler.
any of that.
Spro makes the rock crawler, but it did get copied. I
Yes.
remember.
I don't care if it's America to America or JDM to America. I don't support that bullshit whatsoever. I think that's wrong. I think that
was Spro.
anybody should be like, hey, we're taking this Spro Rock Crawler and we're gonna put our own twist on it, and that's what it is.
So Paul's saying that Strike King.
If you want to repel a bait, then you want to repel a bait that represents the Spro Rock Crawler, but don't call it something else and say
Okay,
it's an innovative new bait. because it's not.
wait.
I'm not even so Rapala wasn't even what we're talking about. I'm just saying a bait in
Right.
general. Rapala stole the OSP shit completely.
Look, Rapala doesn't need to copy the rock crawler. They got the DT series designed by David Fritz.
Yeah.
They got a great crankbait. They don't need to copy a
Rapala
crankbait.
also created the original floating minnow, which Rebel copied. That was back in the 60s.
Everybody's
Yeah.
copied it.
Like-
Yeah,
Where the jerk,
They are.
Where
They
the
do.
where the Vision
Yeah.
110 come from? They innovate. They took it and they grew
I
it.
throw the Lucky Craft, Paul. I don't throw the KVD.
What, the Pointer 100? Oh, Lucky Craft crankbait.
Well, he said the
RC?
KVD 1.5 is a copy of the Lucky Craft 1.5. I
So
throw
here's
Lucky Craft.
so
I'm
here's
not
something.
throwing KVD.
Here's something you got to understand. let's take something very simple. Let's take like, okay, a hat. Somebody one day made a hat, and then somebody else made a hat,
This guy was bald.
and then someone else made a hat, and different people started making hats, and they started innovating and building off of the original design. It had to happen.
Here's my thing.
If you one guy made a hat and be like, no one else can ever make a hat
like,
again.
if everybody makes the same crankbait, if everyone makes
Essentially.
we'll stick with swim baits because it's in my hand. If everybody makes this,
Well,
if
you
there's
should
They
a
pretty
innovative.
much do at this point.
if
should be
there's a-
innovative.
but wait a minute. If there's a Berkeley, a Mega Bass, a Z-Man, a Critter Crawl, a Jackall, whatever, right? If everyone makes the same variation of this and everyone's throwing this,
You're gonna have something different.
exactly. So the one guy, right, like you, who doesn't buy the Berkeley stuff, if they're not eating the Berkeley whatever the hell shad, and they're eating what you have for,
I think it's called the Nessie.
let's talk about this for a second, right? Let's say everyone buys a Berkeley, the coal shad. It's probably a little bit cheaper than the thing,
I'm
right?
maybe.
Oh, it's, way
What are you
cheaper.
looking at? You're looking at
Okay.
$15 for a 2-pack of those baits.
Okay, so let's
12
say
$12.
So let's say the Berkeley is.
I can't
is-
imagine Berkeley's getting lower than that.
Well, let's just say for example it's $8. So everyone starts buying the coal shad because it's cheaper. You keep buying
And-
this. They don't eat the coal shad one day, or they see 15 coal shads a day, but there's something different about it, right? It pays. Like I don't fault you for being loyal to a certain brand because, you know, if everyone jumps on the same train at the same time, the train's going to run out of fuel
Yeah.
a hell of a lot faster.
Yeah,
Right.
it has nothing. It's not about it being JDM. If I could find an American bait that I knew nobody else had in their boat and they were throwing, I would throw that bait.
I know some.
But
I showed you one today.
But the thing is I know there's a lot of JDM baits that are not being thrown, that are not recognized on the waters that we are fishing right now. And I like to give myself a different presentation when I am out on the water. Those fish out on the flats have
See it
seen a
all day.
freaking
Yeah.
Nico worm. They've seen a wacky rig. They've seen the Senko.
How many times do you think they've seen a
the
chatterbait?
drop shot, a chatter. They've seen everything you've thrown at them a billion different times. When I take this freaking cover scat and I throw this cover scat
Not
in front of
anymore.
their face,
Not anymore.
it's a different presentation 90% of the time than what they've ever seen, because I can guarantee you 90% of the people on the flats aren't throwing that bait
1,000%.
until now.
Until now, because everybody makes one now.
I thought
And
this
you
had
know
a
what?
treble
There
hook.
will be differences in that bait.
Oh, it's definitely a little bit different.
There will be differences in the
different.
Spro, the missile,
Yeah.
and the depths. And one of the things with the depths is feel how soft this bait is.
Dude, have you-
There's a very,
do you
very
want to,
high salt. It's a very heavy, high salt content bait.
Yeah, I saw.
The JDM plastics are always completely different from American.
yeah, I heard they
plastics.
couldn't get the mold exactly right.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. The
I thought-
knockoffs.
I thought
But,
this was supposed to have a treble hook on it.
Now,
The Mag Draft. That's a Mag Draft freestyle.
you want to.
the freestyle is a grass bait,
Right.
which is what you need.
Yes.
Me and Chad had a whole show on my channel about this.
Oh yeah.
We had the same conversation about the difference in the mag draft. But anyways, not the point. There were some new original baits that came out, and Hideki Madei, he you see his new frog, the Sharker? Dude, you can reel this frog in and it walks.
That's kind of cool.
You can just reel it in and it walks.
And like,
Yeah, just reeling
does
it
it have
in.
a lip or?
It's not as wide of a body as your normal frog. It's called the Sharker. So that was new. That was innovative. But he's always, he's created so many great baits. But I gotta pick me up some of those and bait that I saw.
Test. All right, we're good.
I gotta remember what it was. But Sharker frog.
John Cruz admitted that Missile Baits was working on the design of the cover scat in his video because he didn't like specific things about the cover scat and wanted to redesign things for his own likings.
Why didn't
He
he reach
admitted
out
that
to
in his
depths
video,
and
and I
just-
respect him for that.
Why don't you just reach out to depths and just collaborate with them?
I don't know.
That's beyond me.
Like Evergreen
I don't.
and
It's over
Z-Man.
my
did.
head. I don't understand all that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, John Cruz seems like a good dude, so I don't
He's
know.
a nice guy.
And he makes great baits. Like
I mean, this is
I
the
mean, it's
3
not
point-
like
this is
he
the
hasn't came
3.5.
out with baits that are dynamite, like the should I even say it? Paul's gonna say it if I don't.
This is the 3.5. The 2.8.
Oh, you're already pulling it out.
So Scott has a good comment.
D-bomb.
Scott has a good comment, and I want to read it out
Oh, you're
loud.
pulling out
and
the
then
scat.
I was actually just about to say something. So
I want to
can-
make
dude,
one, but I'm gonna put little
Feel the
claws.
salt content in that. You can feel it on your fingers, bro.
Stop that, dude. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely original bait, and this has been out, what, 3 years?
18
18 years?
since 2018.
Oh, and
5
now,
years, like, you know.
now every company has one.
So
It's a turd. You're basically fishing a turd.
And it, dude, Scuba Steve's gonna punch me in the face.
Everybody knows about it now.
I understand everybody. This bait, it works though, dude. I've told
nothing baits are the
I've
best
told
baits
the boys from Bass and
sometimes.
Beer. I said, dude, you're looking for. This is a fantastic flats bait. It's phenomenal.
I believe it.
This is a heavy, dude. You don't need anything to cast this. You cast this bait a country mile. Feel how heavy that plastic is, bro.
Heavy plastic
God,
baits are
Jesus
starting to
Christ.
come in style.
man,
It's a very heavy
Can I
plastic. It's a
mention it?
soft plastic.
I'm gonna start doing curls.
How
with this
mad
thing.
would you be if I mentioned another innovative bait that came out that nobody has a chance to copy yet? It's made by Gary Yamamoto. Don't mention it.
I know which one you're talking about.
Let's not mention it. Chad might get mad. Look at Chad's face. Chad's like, no.
So
it even smells like poop.
it does. It smells like shit.
So
Let me see.
I want to get this Scott's
Smells like
comment.
Chad's
So,
mustache.
Scott, damn. Scott says he used to fish with a guy that says show him something different. So I agree with that, but I also disagree with that, right? So I think a lot of times we get lost in what's the newest thing, what's the newest blah, this, that, and the other. When I first started fishing around this area when I was still in college, dude, I came up here. I tried to do all that cool shit, like the Demiki rig, the drop shotting, all the stuff that you see the guys on the tour do.
I don't do it.
And right, like consistently catch fish on the basics, spinner baits, flipping,
Power-
Senkos.
Look, they got it
fishing.
on freaking Tackle Warehouse already.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that any different? I don't know, dude. That doesn't
Oh,
make any difference to me.
dude, wait. So
It says-
so hold up. So
already sold
okay,
out.
what's going
I got-
on?
I got
so
a
what's
rant.
going on at iCast? It's not actually like a 24 product. They're going to release it this year in 23.
I got to rant for a second, and you will see this if you watch the Hook Up Tackle video. But one of their selling points is that, unlike the cover scat, it's made in the USA. And they use that for a selling point.
I mean, that's fair, kind
Yeah,
of.
Kind of. It's kind of a low like a sneak. It's kind of a low blow. That's a hit under the belt.
Me personally, I like to leave all my poop in the toilet and not on the end of my line, so I'm not throwing them.
I would throw it. Chad,
I mean, I've watched Chad catch. That way, holy crap, dude! The amount of tackle I bought just
Well,
the last 2 months is.
well, this is what
unreal.
happened with me. I started. I know what I'm going to throw. I know the baits I like. Once in a while, I might throw something different, but I have my arsenal, my go-to arsenal. You know, like the spinner bait I throw.
Right.
I got like 10 of them. I don't need 50 other different kinds of spinner baits. Honestly, I have thrown them all and found the ones that work for me. It's kind of where I go.
Kevin says, I know you ain't talking about poop on the end of your line, Tony. I seen what chatterbaits you throw.
Hey,
Rusty
Kevin,
one.
did it have a rusty hook?
That sure did. It's got a rusty blade
It's got
on
that
it,
texture.
too.
It's got that texture
Right.
on it.
It gives it a different wobble. The fish they had never seen it
The
before.
sound, so the sound actually cut out when we went. Okay, so I actually, when we go to display 2, I need to add our microphones into display 2.
Oh, sound cut out.
Yeah. Right on.
I don't know how much longer we're going for tonight, but look, Riverboat Route.
We're going all night long.
All right, I'll hang in there. I'll hang in there.
I got to be up at 3 a.m, so it ain't gonna hurt my feelings if we ended a couple minutes early.
No, I'm not saying
No, we're
that.
playing some tanks.
Dude, I'm gonna go put line on my fishing rods for the next hour
I
after I
did-
get home.
Dude, my boat was full of water this morning.
from the rain.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
I got home. I didn't even unhook it from my truck, right? I just pulled it in the driveway.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Woke up this morning. It was like it looked like a swimming pool. All my lures were floating. I had to get all my boxes out there, dry them all off.
Paul,
my scales,
I'm taking a friend of
GoPro
mine up to the
batteries,
flats.
everything, dude.
Are we going out in the morning?
We can if you want. You want to go? You want to go on my boat? You want to take yours?
Mine.
We can do that. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, let's do it.
There we go.
Let's not go like well. No, we will go extremely early. What time are you thinking? We'll talk. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down, dude.
Do it.
Can you get your boat back? You're not scared to take your boat back, right?
I ain't scared of shit.
Okay. Well, shit, let's do it, man. Let's catch some fish tomorrow, man.
Freaking, I got insurance.
We'll make a video. I ain't got no insurance. Dude, even Evan, and you know how crazy Evan is. Evan's like, Jesus, Rob. Like, I'm running over stumps.
I probably won't run it back through there, but I'll make it where we need to go, you know.
I ride my boat like it's 4-wheel drive, and I'm off-road mudding. Yeah.
I'm telling you know what, dude?
I paid.
I looked up what it would cost to put a mud buddy on the back of my boat.
I'm
completely thinking about putting a mud buddy on the John boat.
I'm thinking about putting. I'm thinking
If
about
you
putting
put a mud buddy
jet.
on that boat, we're going duck hunting. That's all I'm got.
I'm thinking about
I'll
putting a
rent it
jet
to
on
you.
mine.
I'll rent it to you.
I would do it.
Put a jet and a low water pickup in.
It was like $6,000 for like a 35 horsepower mud buddy or a 40 horsepower mud buddy to go in there.
But they're different. So like a 35 is actually. Oh Christ, I don't know. Don't get me started. I think a 40-50 is like a 40 horsepower. I don't know.
Dude, I would totally like duck hunting. Maybe.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I didn't
Tony's
have
a
to-
duck
So I
hunter.
can already tell you, you're stoked for the
If
season
I
to
didn't,
come in,
if
bro.
I
Yeah.
didn't have to drive to the Eastern Shore to use a mud boat like most of the time, I would have a mud boat right
I
now.
might, you know what?
Like,
I'm debating on getting my license this year just so
Joe-
me and you and my dad can go out and goose hunt this year.
let me know.
So, like, I've told you my dad is a massive waterfowl hunter, right?
Yes, dude,
Huge
I'm
waterfowl hunter.
I'm all in.
Hey,
I got to get
hold
my
on.
license. Me, you, and my dad. Dude, we could probably. I got to talk to him about details now that I'm older. You know, it takes more to go onto some of these farms and stuff like that.
Right.
He's got a farm up there in Cecil County, 45, 1 hour away.
Does he ever hunt like the Bay or anything like that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Dude,
I'm,
so-
Eastern Shore, dude. He's been in Chester County, all of that shit.
I'm all in.
He's
Well-
into it.
Let me address these comments real quick. Brian Dyson said he'll be on the flats
Do it.
tomorrow. Are you fishing a derby tomorrow, Brian? Like, what's going on the flats tomorrow?
I'm just going up to screw around, but I'll be up there.
Joe Zabek
Flats.
said Ramon. I guess he's talking about Ranger Ramon. That's what I would say.
That's me.
There we go.
Up on the flats.
And then Dan had the best comment of all night. It says Riverboat Rob is no joke. Best comment I've seen
Yeah.
all day. Paul said he will be on the GP tomorrow. Hey, me and
Is that do you have
yeah.
a club
Seabass as
tournament,
well.
Paul?
I gotta figure something out, bro.
You fishing derby? Yeah. He said Paul said a club derby on the bush. You gonna run to the GP, Paul? How's the bush fishing? No good.
I don't know anything about the bush. I would like to learn the bush myself.
Tom and
like
Nick would be the
nothing
one.
there.
Tom and Nick would be the ones to ask about the bush.
Well, Tom was on. Hey, Tom, how's Bush River fishing? If you're still on, I heard.
He could be fishing like shit. He would still fish good.
I heard. Oh yeah, Tom's dude. If has he won Big Snakehead every week?
No,
He's lost one.
no. We had the Solstice 40 East fishing.
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
Andrew
oh
won.
yeah, Andrew,
Andrew
our
Donahoe.
buddy. Yeah,
Definitely,
yeah,
dude. Never
yeah.
count out Andrew Donahoe.
I
when he
forgot.
shows
I
up either,
forgot
dude.
that. But yeah, Andrew. Yeah, but I know Tom and Nick have done their share of taking that big snakehead pot, like quite a few weeks. But yeah, I do remember Andrew taking home the bacon at the Solstice. Then what else we got? Brian said he's just going out fun fishing. Paul said the bush is good place. Fish is small though. And then that's just Chad tagging Andrew.
That's me tagging Andrew. Yes, it is.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. I remember we did.
Oh
a show.
yeah, dude. He's a good great fisherman.
I think me
He's
and
put a
Kevin,
lot of time in, man.
Evan is fishing with his brother Phil. Big props to and big shout out to Givens Media, Phil Givens.
Givens Media.
Think him and Evan are fishing a Thursday nighter together next week. So me and Kevin are talking about teaming up next week. And you know what happened last time me and Kevin teamed up?
You guys lost?
I need another win like the devil needs a fireplace. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I'm happy I got
You-
the win
you've been-
last
you've been
Saturday.
doing good.
Look out.
You've been
Bugs.
you've been
You're
doing
gonna-
good. Paul, I'm sorry. Jason, what's up? G, Kevin's cousin Jason in the house. Scott said he'll be on Middle River tomorrow. How's Middle River fishing, Scott? Scott lives on Middle River.
I heard it's been fishing a little bit better.
Has it?
Hey, what's going on,
I
Scott?
don't know anything about it, but there's
What's up, Jason?
apparently it's if you know it and you know like exactly where to be, it's worth going over there. But
I'm thinking Galloway Creek.
I don't
Galloway
know.
Cove.
Put it this way:
Give us a little info, Scott.
the only guys that are going there and catching them there are ones that know it exceptionally well, and hats off to them.
Scott said it's fishing excellent, dude. So that's good.
I actually thought about
If I
going
go over there, I'm
Monday.
going there. I'm going to Galloway Creek.
I actually thought about going over there on Monday and just fishing all day, just trying something different and just seeing what happens.
You can take that cover scat and go on down the back river, dude.
No. Oh, the back river?
Dude, the fish might get confused. I don't know.
It's their natural forage there.
Dude, there's definitely fish over there. There's fish in Seneca Creek. There's fish in Back River. A guy, a friend of mine, no, they're in Back River. A friend
Don't
of mine,
say Bear Creek, dude, because I'm not going over that.
there's fish
argument
there.
with you again.
There's fish there too.
There's no largemouth bass in Bear Creek.
Yes, there is.
There wasn't back in the day.
Yes, there was.
Dude, I grew up on Bear Creek. I lived in the waterfront on Bear Creek, fished every day.
Liar!
Never caught a bass.
You just sucked.
No. Dude, I even had like seine nets. None of the neighbors, nobody ever caught a bass, dude.
Dude,
When Bethlehem Steel was there,
guys
telling
in my old club used to talk that Bear Creek was like one of the
how,
spots.
how old are these guys?
I mean, they're talking about back in the 80s, 70s.
Yeah, I need to know who they are. They need to come talk to you.
Okay, look, hold on a second. We're gonna solve this right now.
Yeah, who
Chad,
are
go on, search Bear Creek bass fishing on YouTube. You'll find the forums of these guys talking about catching bass in Bear Creek.
You did not catch bass on Bear. Hey, is Pete still on?
Google,
is my brother
Google,
Pete
Google,
still on?
I'm sorry. Google.
I'm
Just-
sure
yeah.
it will say that Bear Creek has some bass in it, but maybe now. But it did not back in the day. I promise you, 100%, dude. Trust me.
Dude, don't you know Fat Cat Newton won the Bassmaster Classic out of Bear Creek?
Twice in the same year.
Right, 87 and 88. I actually went and bass fished Bear Creek before.
You're not gonna catch nothing but some catfish.
Dude, we still need to go to
I want to do that.
Yeah, no,
It looked
we
cool
should.
to
We
me.
should
I don't know
We're
why
totally
gonna
Everybody's
get some
ground
Bear
was
Creek fishing near Dundalk,
scroll
Maryland.
down, scroll
Go
down,
ahead,
because
go
that
ahead.
hook and bullet's garbage. Bear Creek, Patapsco, Ultimate Bass.
Yeah, there you go. Right there. That'll
See?
work.
All right, so we're doing some serious.
Oh, we're
whatever.
digging here. Oh, we're digging.
Dude, I love these old forums, man.
But this is 2007.
That's what I'm trying to say, though, dude. You can't take information from 2007 and apply it to right
Dude,
now.
you
Why
want me
not?
to send you pictures
No
of
way,
my...
dude.
Why
Dude,
not?
everything changes. Silting changes, vegetation
Dude.
changes,
You want-
population changes, pressure changes.
You want me to
hold
send
on.
you pictures of when I was a kid? I
Hold
grew up on a waterfront.
No, the GP would probably make me sad to see what it was like back then to now.
No, I grew up on Bear Creek.
Okay,
I grew
so
up
think
on
of it like
a
this.
tributary off of Bear Creek called Chink Creek. Grew up, waterfront home.
That's
on
racist.
Chink Creek. That's what it's called. That was the name of it. And I grew up there.
You want to kill
and
me
trust
now?
me,
Oh
you
my
want to kill
God.
me now?
I caught everything in the river, dude. And
All right, so put it this way.
There was no
Here's
bass,
why
dude.
you need to look at these forums.
but that's
you look at-
2007. I was way gone by then.
If you look at the forums of Dundee,
I moved out in 1989. Is
go
when we
look at
moved
the
from there.
go
So,
look at the forums on Dundee Creek and then go fish those spots today. There's fish there.
Yeah.
Like it cycles. If it says there's fish there, there's fish there.
I'm telling you now, dude. Hey, Kevin said he actually met Fat Cat Newton. Yeah,
That dude's hilarious.
He's a funny dude.
Scott said he's caught a lot of fish in Back River.
Yeah, Back River, not Bear Creek.
There's fish in Bear Creek.
There's fish.
Back River.
I promise you,
Back
1,000%,
River.
there were no bass in Bear Creek.
You don't even think there's one.
Now, I would say yeah. Now maybe there was Bethlehem Steel. Like I don't know if you know about Bethlehem Steel.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And Bethlehem Steel polluted the river badly, very badly. So
Badly.
like we used to jump off my pier, right?
With
Those
open
swimming-
wounds and stuff like that.
No, if you were wearing something white, it wasn't white when you got back out the river. Yeah, a lot of fish kills.
That's why you
when I
never
was
got
young.
COVID.
Right.
Right.
No, I didn't get anything back then.
That was just
Look,
freaking. Dude,
look,
that was
look,
rust
neighbor-
in the
neighbor-
water.
neighbors
that was
would-
rust in the water. is
Neighbors
what it
that have
is.
crab pots, and like catch crabs, and my dad was like, "Nah, if we're gonna get some crabs, we'll go get. We're not eating those crabs."
Right.
Yeah, that's how it was back in the '80s. So honestly, swear to God, dude. So now I don't know. The river's probably clean. There wasn't even no grass in the water at all anywhere.
I agree with Kevin. I think we need to do the Bass and Beer radio trip to the Chickahominy River. Me and Riverboat Rob need to do the trip to whatever those ponds are right off of
So,
895.
We need to do
Grains
that.
Pond?
We need
Yes.
to do the St.
Grains
Lawrence.
Pond.
We need to do a Bass and Beer radio trip with Dream Catchers.
Yes.
I want to do a Bass and Beer. Hold up. I want to do a Bass and Beer radio Dream Catchers trip. I want to get all of us, me, Tony, Paul, you, Kevin. We're gonna go down with Dream Catchers, and we're gonna go through swim baits.
Oh, with Austin.
With
Nice.
Dream Catchers
Yeah,
with
I'm
Austin.
in. I'm
That
in.
would be a sick trip that I think would educate all of us.
Yeah. Oh,
It would be dope.
Austin's a good dude. He's getting a bad rap. Let's not get in that argument because we're gonna get Paul started too. But yeah.
Look, Kevin's on board right yonder.
Yeah, I'm on board. Dude.
I am totally down to do a Dream Catchers swim bait fishing trip.
I
with the
think-
Bass
I
and
think
Beer
me and-
Radio Club.
hopefully-
we should make that happen. for
Hopefully,
sure.
me and Kevin are fishing next Thursday together. And then I got the trip that you're never gonna believe. Friday, going to a Dirty Heads concert with my wife and Evans and some of Evans' friends.
Why would you start a fight if you went down to Dream Catchers, Paul?
Paul does not like fish tips. Let's not get into fish tips, dude, please.
I wasn't even talking about fish tips.
But that's why Paul doesn't like dream catchers.
Just go
Also,
down there and throw a glide bait. Fuck.
He doesn't like fish tips. And Austin.
We ain't talking about fish tips. We're talking about throwing glide baits.
But we're talking about the same person. Austin.
Fish chips.
I think it's called fish. It's called fish tips. Kevin knows that. Kevin's. See, Paul said because
Be
Austin
fun.
is a douchebag. But Paul, you didn't feel that way before fish tips.
Okay,
correct?
so Paul can stay here. We're gonna go down there and throw swim baits.
I'm gonna go. To
Austin
the
seems like a
bathroom.
really good dude.
Why
to
don't
me.
you come with us?
to the bathroom because that's where I'm. Oh,
No,
No,
to Dream Catchers.
I prefer to go alone.
I'll bring my one S waiver and throw it the whole time.
I'm sure they'll be. First of all,
Oh, that's right. Tony brought an
I don't
S
know.
waiver.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, you're ready. You're ready to break
He's
out.
got a mag draft now too.
Throw it. Like,
Dude, what do you mean? Where are you gonna throw it? You can throw it fucking anywhere.
Dude, Kevin,
Especially now, there's no grass.
I don't know if that's a good argument or not, Kevin, but hey. Kevin said, Paul, do you realize how many people are douchebags in the fishing community? I don't think Austin is a douchebag.
I had a
personally.
comment, but maybe I'm just gonna. Victor Depp's a douchebag. Anyways,
Oh, yeah, that's like your arch rival, dude. What's up with you on
there's
that?
no arch rivalry. What
Yeah,
kind
these
of
guys
arch
are worse than
rivalry
me and
is
Tony.
that?
These guys are worse
We
than
don't
me
even
and
fit,
Tony.
dude. The dude makes baits. I fish 3-hour tournaments that aren't even legit tournaments, and there's no rivalry whatsoever.
You
It's
just don't like that dude
It's
for
just
some
thinking
reason.
somebody's a douchebag. Bro, if anybody can be a keyboard warrior on the internet, but when you confront somebody and they're just a fucking pussy,
Did he confront you or you confronted him?
no, I don't need to freaking confront homeboy. I already know.
Say, like, he seems like a good dude to me, but I got your back, though, because
Yeah,
you're my boy.
I mean,
but,
you know
hey,
what? Here's the thing.
You're my boy. you
Here's
know,
the
so.
thing.
who we fighting? I'm ready.
No, we're not fighting anybody. Here's
Damn it.
here's the thing.
Chad brought up his
People-
arch enemy.
no,
Wait a
no,
minute.
no,
Hold
no,
on.
no,
Without
no,
saying,
no,
don't
no,
say
no,
nothing
no,
yet.
no,
Don't
no,
say
no,
nothing.
no, no,
Tony,
no,
Tony, Tony.
no,
Who is Chad's
no,
arch enemy?
I already
No.
know. I already know who.
Who is it?
It's Victor.
It's
Yes!
not. Dude, like, there's no arch enemy here. Dude, this is some freaking bullshit. There's no arch enemy. I'm telling you right now. If the dude showed up at the Thursday nighter and
You give
fished
him
a
a hug?
Thursday nighter, I'd shake his hand.
There you go.
I'd shake his
That's how
hand.
it should be.
I don't respect how he treats people on the internet.
Hey, look, man, we can agree to disagree and we can
But I
argue
have
and we can
also
debate,
heard-
but at the end of the day,
I have also heard that he is awesome to talk to in person and everything
Right,
like
that's what I
that.
mean.
So it's like,
Paul-
dude, I'm no way or like whatever about it. But when the stories I hear is that my friends are being treated like crap or something like that, then I'm not going
To be
Read-
fair, I should have said that your arch nemesis is the Chinese guy that fishes off the
Joe's
dock.
comment, though.
Come fish, green fish, pussies.
I don't know.
I don't. Where are we fishing?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Dude,
dude.
Z-Back is just
Just on it. He's just
No,
rocking.
he's dude. Snakeheads, rockfish. He's a hammer. I definitely, dude. I want to have Z-Back come on here.
Paul said, you said last time if he showed up, you was going to punch him in his face. Now you're talking about you're going to hug him, dude.
I don't punch nobody in their face until they talk shit to my face. Anybody can
That's
be
fair.
a keyboard warrior.
That's fair.
Anybody can be a
I
keyboard
agree.
warrior.
Talk's cheap.
Talk is cheap. You can say whatever you want to say on Facebook, but when you see me at the boat ramp, if you don't want to say the same words, maybe we'll have a different conversation.
I've had that happen to me a number of times.
Say that same conversation to me that we had on Facebook, and we might have a different outcome.
Bite him in the face.
Dude, I'm
Grab
a
his
lover.
dick
I'm a,
and
dude,
twist
I'm
it.
A, I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. I would rather shake somebody's hands and freaking.
Wait a minute, you said you're a lover. You're going to
Be
shake their
friends.
what?
I'm a fighter. Oh my God. There's
No,
nothing
I'm
I
a
love
lover.
more.
I'm not a fighter.
I'm an alcoholic.
You don't. The issue with me is you don't want to see me turn into a fighter.
No, I don't want no trouble, motherfucker.
When
What are you
shit,
for?
when I flip, it goes to the level that I don't want to go to. I'll go to jail. I'll go to jail at that level, and that's why I walk away.
You're going to have to
That's
murder
why
me.
I walk away,
Have to murder
and that's
me.
why I have friends that are stronger than me because they can pin me to the ground,
Yeah.
like Tony.
Hey, never give up,
You
dude.
could probably crush my arms and my lungs and rib cage all in
Yeah,
one
but
bear hug.
who's gonna pin me to the ground?
Nobody, but
Well, all right, guys, I'm going to prison.
Buckland might be able to take you out with his leg or
Oh,
something.
Buck,
like
Did-
that.
Buck
if he
a
hit your-
robot leg the shit out you.
Did
yo.
if he-
Yo,
we were talking
hold
about
up.
this
So
the other day.
when we're getting Buckland on the show, though,
Dude, so
What's
it's gonna
up,
be
Buck?
after tournament season because
I
like,
know
for sure.
I'm looking forward to that one. Big
Oh, that'll
time.
be fun.
It's
That'll
going to be
fun.
a great episode.
That'll
When
be
we
a lot
get
of fun.
Buckland on here, it's going to be fantastic.
Yo, Buck's one of the greatest dudes I ever met, dude. I love Buck.
Buck's great.
Buck's awesome, man.
Dude, the other day
love
I was
fishing
literally sitting on the pier,
Clint?
new boat right there. Not
Clint's
that I
another,
expect
yep.
anybody to talk about my new boat. I'm sitting right there, like looking at my boat, talking to everybody. Buck just walks like right behind me, just walks right past me. Like turned around, looked at him. I'm like, "Hey, man." He's like, "I'm looking for something."
Oh, he was looking for his wallet. He was looking for his wallet. He did that to me too.
He's like, did
I
he
was
look
like,
at
what
him? He's like, I'm looking for something right now. And I was like, okay. I was like, hey, how you doing? He was like, I'm looking for something right now.
And then he probably came up behind and gave you a big bear hug.
Yeah,
20
and then
minutes
after
later.
he found his wallet, came over to me and gave me a bear hug from behind.
That didn't happen in my story. I was like, "Hey, Buck, what's up?" He's
Yeah,
like,
he did.
I'm looking for something right now. And then, like, he went up the dock. He came back down. Doc, I said, "You good, Buck?" He's like, "Yeah, I found it. It's in my bag. I never put it in
Straight
my
up.
bag, dude." Yeah,
Straight up. He found his wallet, and the next thing I know, he came up behind me, and I was like,
I ain't get a hug, dude. What's up, Buck?
oh, wow, what's
Right.
up, bro? Like,
I've never got a hug.
Right?
Ever.
Yeah, I ain't get no hug. What the hell?
yeah, dude, it was a good moment. He was stoked that I got my boat back.
Yeah, dude.
was
Everybody
happy for me,
Hey,
so,
look,
you know.
Chad pulled up at the boat ramp with his new boat, and
Everybody had to
was like-
change their pants.
Everybody
Oh,
was
my
like,
God,
"Hey,
dude.
hey."
And then I goose egged.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah,
Doesn't
no,
matter.
no, it does
Like-
because it was like, yeah, now we gotta win. You gotta pay for that
Well.
boat. It's like, no, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I want to get.
Nobody said that.
I wanna get
I
Joe-
might have said that.
Joe Z back. I want Joe Z back on the show one night here.
True.
I want Joe Z. We're not gonna. We don't even need to talk about bass fishing that night. We're gonna talk about Joe Z back stories because dude is a tuna fish, striper, bass, snakehead. It's just everything. The stories are probably never ending. I
Hey.
definitely want freaking Z back on.
You want to
the show.
know who's
No doubt.
you want to know who's one of the best duck hunters you'll ever meet in your life?
my dad?
Buckland. Oh my God,
I can see that.
Oh my
no
God.
doubt. Oh yeah.
dude.
Have
yeah.
you gone? Did you go out with him?
I didn't. So I got into it late, and
Right.
like I was going with other people, so I couldn't really bring people with me because I didn't want to impose, and I was just learning myself. But me and him, we talked a little bit about it, and dude, I'm telling you, that guy can hunt. Like he was sending me all kinds of pictures, and like that dude, everything outdoors, he just fucking excels in. Like
It's
right off the
talking
incredible.
about Buck?
It's incredible. Yeah.
Oh,
He just has the knack for it. It's
Some
awesome.
people just have those
dude, Buck,
genetics, dude.
Buck looks like the dude that would be like, yeah, try that in a small town. I wish you would.
Oh, here we go. Right.
Buck is that dude.
I'm there. I'm
There
there.
we go, Gromster.
I need another beer. That's what I'm looking for. Ah, there's another one. Perfect. Paul, thank you for the Coronas, my brother. I owe you one.
You asked and we answered.
this
The
this
the
get
question
broken?
has been answered, Gromster. There it is.
is broken. You broke this?
Here, give me your lighter, Rob.
The little metal pieces should be up here somewhere
I
for
was
it.
gonna say it's missing.
You want me to drink it for you too?
No,
Are you sure?
no, it's the last one, dude.
Oh.
I need that. I need that. I need that. I need that.
Shoo!
Grousey
Like
is
that?
mi amigo.
Oh, you like that? Uh-huh.
Love it.
That's how I pick up people's moms at the bar. Just kidding. Doesn't
pop
work.
the top.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
It's
baby.
like a direct
That,
correlation.
wouldn't that make you a mother?
Yes.
Never mind.
There's like a direct correlation to be able to pop the top of the lighter and undo the bra with one
Dude,
arm.
it's like-
one hand.
It's almost 10 o'clock. We can cuss now, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Are we allowed to do that? All right.
It's
so
like after hours. Hey, you got to do the disclaimer. Look, if you got children, or
Right.
if you're sensitive, you might want to tune off now because we're going after hours, and then
I'm
you
gonna
don't know
refix my microphone
what
here.
kind of crap is going to come out our mouth after. Just a disclaimer, we don't want to.
I do. I
Real
like
good, real
offending
talk.
people. I'm completely honest with you. That's part of the reason why I got big is so I could say whatever I want. No one's gonna fucking do anything about
I
it.
say whatever I want.
Like-
I'll get beat up and thrown around. I don't give a shit.
I don't know. Like
I just, dude, like, nah, you don't want to know the stories, but hey, whatever. I just fucking leave Rob alone.
Dude,
He's crazy.
I'm
My
telling
whole
you,
life is like leave Rob alone. He's crazy.
I have, and so like, not to make this like weird, but like, me and Chad were talking about this the other day. Like I've gone through life, like I've had anger issues a lot, like freaking like.
Megan said we've been cussing all night.
Well, it's true.
No,
Dude,
but now we're gonna like really cuss. That was like,
Megan's seen me get spun up before. Like the first time we ever met, and we've been great friends. Like I fucking cussed her out like badly. Like the first time we,
you know the first
dude,
time we met.
I went on. Yeah, we had. It was fun. It was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I was just
Um,
curious if you remember.
But of course I remember, dude. It was awesome. You were like the local legend. I was like, oh, it's Riverboat Ron. This is
Yeah,
cool as shit.
I get that. I still get that shit all the time, dude.
Um,
Which I appreciate. I was gonna say I get that shit all the time. It's a blessing. I love it.
Right.
But I get recognized all the time. It's crazy.
dude, I actually got recognized at the Potomac. Like,
You've been in my videos, dude. That's why.
well, at the Potomac though, like nobody, like I was,
Riverboat Rob is worldwide.
dude, I was fishing somewhere and some guy on the Potomac, like he's like, oh hey, what's up, man? And I'm like, hey. It's like, oh, I've seen your stuff on Facebook. You guys are awesome. And I'm like, oh, thanks, bro.
Bass and Bear.
And I'm like, I have no fucking clue who you are. Like, I felt bad. I was like,
you
oh,
get
shit.
used to it after a while. That's how I met you.
That's true. And look at what worked out.
I met Greg Hall that way.
Right.
Yeah, Greg like come up to me at the boat. I met a lot of people that way because I was just fishing.
I still go back and watch all your videos all the time.
I
It's just
really
cool.
appreciate it, man. Like I really appreciate that. That's why I try to throw everybody in my videos when I can. You know what I mean? If I got some footage,
Right.
put it in my videos of you guys because I do appreciate it. And without you guys, I want to, be nothing either. So, hey, it's getting there, dude. Almost monetized. So it's getting
Right.
there. It's getting there. Me and Chad just did a live show. I'm gonna start doing a couple live shows, but I don't want to interfere with this show, of course, either. So it's like,
Right.
what can you do?
But yeah, my thing is like my job at times can be very stressful and very like intense. So it's like I don't need fishing to be like that. That's why like I take a complete chill pill when I'm out there. But that also it's like if I'm out there being on my chill pill and it's like okay, now somebody wants to fight and argue, now it's like okay, now you've not only ruined the recreation but you've ruined my chill time. So now it's like okay, we're going to war.
What kind of drugs does he need to take to solve that problem, dude?
There's
Something calm your ass down, dude.
I've actually tried things.
Make love, not war.
I've actually
Well,
tried.
no, you're in the U.S. military, so yes, you
Yes.
should be like that. We
But-
might need you one day to kick some ass and protect us.
I have actually like looked for like over the counter stuff to like calm you the hell down, and none of this shit. I didn't like any of it.
So most of that shit makes you limp.
So I did ashwagandha for a while, and ashwagandha it has a lot of like bodybuilding,
But it takes your
properties.
testosterone away, and then it makes your.
So it
and
doesn't.
so nobody's like, fuck that.
So basically, what
Fucking with my shit.
it has, so for some people it slightly boosts, for some people it slightly takes away your testosterone. But essentially, what it does is if you're on it for an extended period, which I was, is it takes away like emotion, which
You don't give a shit,
you don't give a shit about anything,
and that's not good.
and it's not
good
You're
at all.
absolutely correct.
I know because I had to take Lexapro at one time. It did. That's what
I
it did.
stopped
That
caring,
shit is gnarly.
dude.
Lexapro is gnarly.
I didn't even give a shit if I paid my rent. Whatever.
Right.
Like, it's all good.
Right.
So I'll go. We'll pay it next month, dude.
I didn't like that because, like, I realized that like me getting irritated and pissed off and angry, especially when it comes to work, is
a
because
balance.
exactly it's because that means something essential is not happening. Like something that needs to be getting done is not getting done. So if something that needs to be getting done is not getting done, and I'm raising hell, it's going to get done. If I'm not raising hell, whatever.
Right. In your job position, that's not good.
Somebody else is going to suffer the consequences
You need
because
to
I
kick
didn't
some ass.
give a shit.
Right.
Right. So if the high blood pressure, I'll just freaking deal with it. Like it is what it is, dude. Like I don't know. Yeah, emotional numb, dude. That's that shit. I'm telling you, like,
Isn't that a Pink Floyd? Oh, that's comfortably. numb.
yes. I got halfway through, and ashwagandha is a completely legal thing. You can go get it at Walgreens.
I had to
whatever.
take Lexapro, dude.
Like,
I know.
I will
That's
never,
gnarly, dude.
I will
That's gnarly
never
shit.
take it again.
Depression and anxiety. I had to
Yeah.
take Lexapro for depression and anxiety, and I took it for a while, and it messed my brain all up, dude. And I had to stop taking it.
I took it for
And it was
I
like-
took it for like 2 days, and I woke up puking in the toilet in the middle of the night from one of the pills that I took from Lexapro.
That's usually tequila on my behalf. But hey,
No, I wasn't even
Tequila.
drinking. I wasn't even drinking at that point, and was just no more. I won't take any like medications like that
It did-
anymore.
I don't like
at all,
medication at all.
ever.
it did what Tony
I
said.
refuse.
It made me not give a
I
shit
don't
about
believe
nothing.
in medication, dude. They didn't have medication back in the day.
I believe mindset is truly the biggest. It will destroy you
I
and it
believe
will
that
make
too.
you.
I believe that too, and but I think
Read
but
Dan's
I
comment.
will-
I'm sure Chad would agree. Dan.
But
Right.
straight up, mindset is huge. But I believe a lot of people struggle with mindset. You got to figure out how to get to that comfortable mindset without using any type of.
Yes. You know what I tell
Drugs.
people? When I tell people that, like, 'cause
I don't think prescriptions are good, man.
Well, that's
I
the
don't
same
believe
with
in
fishing.
Prescriptions, bro.
you should be on
a
as
lot of
right.
fishing.
fishing. Boom.
You should be on as little outside chemicals as possible. What I tell people, and I talk to guys all the time, you know, in the service and this, that, and the other, they say, you know, I'm overwhelmed and I'm like,
I'm sorry, dude, but Joe is opening up a good conversation here. I wish we did have Paul on. We should have Paul call in for that one.
Perryville big guy. I don't know who that is.
Didn't you see Paul had that beef on? Well, go ahead, Paul. Let's see what Paul says.
Anyway, so I you know, I say this, that, and these guys are like, well, this, that, and the other. And I said, look, don't make any decision yet. Go get a 6-pack first. Abs. Go get a 6-pack and tell me how you feel when you're done.
Dude,
If you're still depressed, go see a doctor after that.
or go get
Andrew Schultz.
or
Andrew
go,
Tate?
or go
Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Dude, I'm
go
telling
spend
you.
some time with a
I'm telling
with a nice young lady. You'll feel better after that. That relieves more tension than anything in the world.
You have not lifted a lot of weight in your life. And that's not me being an asshole. I'm just telling you.
I'm not trying to completely change
I've
this,
never
but
lifted weights a day in my life, dude. I lifted a lot of wash machines and dryers and refrigerators and,
Homie's
and
got
hard
a
work.
lot of negative energy.
Who?
Tate.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Tate's got a lot of
Who's
negative
Tate?
energy.
Andrew
but,
Tate.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, Andrew Tate.
Andrew, okay,
He's
so
the
like,
dude. What he wants to,
Yeah, I
he wants
think
to
that-
bring to the world,
yeah.
and all that. It's just.
Sorry,
It's,
I'm making comments.
dude, we're not going.
Comments
there,
are throwing me
dude, it's gonna go off the wall if we start talking about that.
Paul sent the screenshots of that beef he was having with that dude.
Nick Perez. Nick Perez.
Yeah, Nick
Gives a
Perez.
shit, dude. Oh my god, the biggest crybaby on Facebook.
Who?
I think that guy
Chad.
fucks snakeheads.
Nick
I think
might.
he sticks his
Perez?
dick in them.
I don't know.
mouth. Your dog has a pillow. I don't even know where
I know that Paul had like a little thing with him.
No.
Well, Paul just said he's a piece of shit. So
He's talking about Andrew Tate.
who's Andrew Tate? I don't know.
He's like a. Dude,
Andrew
that's
Tate
a whole
I might
is,
know
thing.
is
him.
definitely
I don't know.
not a piece of shit.
So, here's
Andrew
my
Tate
thing.
is not.
I don't
Wait a minute,
believe
no.
everything
Okay.
Andrew. I think you got to Andrew Tate. You have to know what to listen to.
Yes.
And like,
Agreed.
there's definitely
definitely agree.
some
Definitely
nonsense, and there's definitely some like, okay, this makes sense. Like,
You
one
got
of
to
the
fill
big
me in, dude.
Andrew
I don't know,
Tate
dude.
has a cult following.
yes.
He has a cult following, 110%.
Who is he?
God, I love
him
how
up.
Rob's so
Look him up.
confused.
Look him up. He's got a cult following, 110%. I believe a lot of what he says, but a lot of what he says is just bullshit. You have to be intelligent enough to
right. I stick to
Cipher through it.
I stick to like the stuff where he talks a lot about like, okay, this is how your mindset should be versus like when he starts talking about other stuff. That's just like okay, whatever. But
Is
like,
it a local dude?
no, he's like a Romanian guy.
Okay.
It's kind of weird.
look. Kevin says this is another 3-hour topic. Talking about
Paul did start a Facebook group called "Fishing Groups Are Better Without Nick Perez," which I thought was hilarious. by
Who
the
is
way.
Nick Perez?
Dude? Nick Perez. Okay,
You gotta
so,
fill
like-
me in, dude.
all right,
Like,
all
I
right,
don't
all right.
know.
So look, Paul, fill in the gaps here. But like, my understanding, so Nick Perez is like some guy, and I have no skin in the game other than I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know nothing
So
about it.
he's like some fat
there is
dude,
no
right?
proof that he was convicted of human trafficking. It didn't happen.
Bubs, get away from that. Don't shoot
Andrew Tate.
Yes.
Oh, I know who you're
Yeah,
talking
it
about.
was a
Oh,
giant.
yeah, that dude,
It's a huge conspiracy.
Yeah, no, now
It's
I know
a
who-
huge conspiracy.
Yeah,
his
yeah.
his name will be involved with human trafficking for the rest of his
I
life.
thought we
but
were
it's
talking about
bullshit.
somebody had something to
they
do with
couldn't.
fishing.
They
I know
can't
what you're talking
prove.
about
They
now.
can't prove that he did any of it.
Correct.
It's
I
bullshit.
know who you're talking about. Now.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
bullshit.
Yeah. I thought we were talking about like a local fishing dude.
Nah.
Yeah. That was had me all confused. Well, okay, so now that we got the Andrew Tate thing, Nick Perez.
That's hilarious.
Local fishing guy? Or
Paul
no?
says he's a
Yeah,
dude that has
yeah,
sex
okay.
with snakehead shaped dildos.
All right, so like here's the okay, so like so from me from a independent observer, right? Nick Perez would go on like all the snakehead pages and he would post pictures of him holding snakeheads. But it would be in like an obscure background, like clearly photoshopped. And he'd be like, I caught this snakehead at Ocean City off the beach today. It was funny. I thought it was funny, and like people like he posted one was like him holding a snakehead on the moon or something.
I gotta
like,
ask a question.
retarded.
It never had anything to do with the dude posting his pictures. It has everything to
But-
do with the way that he comments on everybody's posts.
Okay, so
but-
I never.
but I
so
gotta
is
ask
he
one
like?
question.
Okay, I didn't know that. Like I see his pictures and I'm like, oh, the guy. That's funny. Like I think it's funny. It's shit posting.
He's trying to be funny.
It's shit posting.
Right,
Like
okay.
it's. I think that shit's funny, dude. I love shit posting. Like I do it all the time. Like yeah. Okay. You ever heard? Have you never gone on like a really hot girl's Instagram and just like tagged
daily?
like tag like 3 people, like 3 of your buddies,
Oh,
and just
not daily.
started a random conversation, dude.
No.
We'll go on.
No,
we'll
no,
go
we're
on a
not
really
doing
hot girl's Instagram, and me and like 3 of my buddies, we'll just start like a 30 comment thread about macaroni and cheese, just to fuck with her. Just be like,
I like macaroni and cheese.
I know. What's your favorite flavor? Like, see, it goes on and on and on.
Chipotle.
That's
what-
hilarious.
Right, and they hate it. They can't stand it, and that's what makes it funny. It's shit posting. It's hilarious. But anyway, so I didn't realize that like there's him being a douche in the comments, but like from what I saw, the pictures that he posted were funny. If you're an immature idiot like me, it's funny. What just happened? Oh, dude, it's like a taxidermy.
It's
now.
like, dude,
going
it's
on
like
over there?
it's a picture of art right there.
Thank you. If you had this candle wax on the table here, we could,
It's peach. It smells good.
that's true.
You got to remelt that shit.
Oh, that smells like
Yeah, dude, straight up. It was supposed to be. It's like some beer peach scent that
It's
actually like.
very, very, very smells very good. You know,
Yeah,
my wife
it's-
is
it's
into
a
all
great-
them lotions and
Yeah.
candles. And
So,
stuff,
dude, I might need to talk to your wife because I want a scent like this again.
she definitely can.
Yeah.
She's
Straight
like,
up.
That's her hobby. She's into that more than we're into fishing, dude. Like she can
Yeah.
probably tell you
It's
exactly.
fire. It's a good scent.
What is it with women and like a candle? Like it just
Dude,
totally
she.
like.
I don't know if you guys saw. You guys probably saw, but she has
The video I
the
saw the video
lotions
that you sent to me. Yeah,
she's
like
she's
the whole entire room.
It's
like
bigger than this
straight up.
room.
Like yeah.
It's just shelves of all that stuff, dude. Yeah, she's and and then people will be like, yeah, well, you buy a lot of fishing stuff. No, not even close, dude. Not even close.
Right.
Nah, she's got like ads and stuff where the people give her coupons. She got me running around picking up coupons and freaking discount codes and like she's got it going on. That she actually sat down and made herself like a real YouTube channel. It'd probably be like really popular because I made the one video.
And it got like 30,000.
Yeah, like way more than any of my fishing videos
Yeah,
ever got, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's cool though.
No, it's super cool.
That's tight.
It's nice that she comes, smelling like lotions and body sprays all the time. She's always smelling like peach
Well, I'm
or,
gonna do.
or
We're
white
definitely-
apple or
we're
whatever.
definitely- we're definitely gonna-
apricot shimmer or whatever.
We're definitely going to be doing some more, you're setting up your studio now, right?
I'm good. I done built the wall and everything.
Definitely have to do a show from your house one time. That'd be cool as shit.
We can do it live
we've
now.
talked about doing
That'd
it
be
a
so
bunch
much
of
fun.
times. So
You guys should come over,
Dude,
man.
I
and
get
cook
it.
out. Whatever, dude.
Should
You know,
do it
I
like-
love cooking
yeah,
out. I got an
absolutely.
outdoor kitchen I built. Like, I always building something.
Yeah.
So, no.
So my thing was like, I built this studio to do this, and it was like,
And you're like,
at the time, it was like I would have had to like transfer all of this like over to there.
Nah,
and
we're
it was
good
just
now.
like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like it was so much work to do it when like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but now, yeah, let's do it.
dude, like,
Got
so
shit
a
set
lot
up.
of
Should.
I do
totally
a lot
for
of a lot of cooking, as you guys know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love cooking.
Good
It's
cook.
like I love cooking, and I do a lot of crawfish boils. And most people are like, I never had crawfish.
Dude, have you ever
I've only
gotten
had it one
from?
time.
Have you
You
ever
guys
gotten
should
from
come
that dude
over.
down in
We should do a
Louisiana?
crawfish boil.
Stale cracker. Have you ever bought from that stale cracker dude?
No. Oh, stale cracker. Dude, did you see he
The
got in
stale
trouble?
cracker dude.
You see he got in trouble?
He did?
Yeah. So he was so stale cracker.
Well, yeah, he used
he's
to
the
be a police officer. He got
A
charged of
boat and hit and run.
Did he really?
Yeah, but he wasn't driving the boat.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, then how is he in trouble?
He was a passenger and they were drunk. And they hit the boat and then they ran.
But if
And
he
then
wasn't
he was
driving-
a police officer, he never said nothing. So it's like, yes.
Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I heard that he was a police officer.
He helped cover it up, basically.
He was a K-9 officer, and he was accused of animal abuse, and they kicked him off the force, and now he does what he does on
No,
Instagram
it
and
was
Facebook.
a boat and hit and run, dude. Look it up. Have you seen him? You don't know who we're talking
I
about?
have no idea who you're talking
Oh,
about.
dude, he's funny as hell.
Dude,
And when he
still,
cook-
the-
dude, he be
dude,
throwing
still,
the pots.
You know the guy that's like he's got like the blonde mullet from down Louisiana, big muscular
That's
dude.
that.
He's a while we wait.
That's that
we
yard pimp.
hydrate.
I have no idea.
That
who you're
yard
Oh
pimp.
my god,
That-
dude!
that
The
yard pimp, dude.
baby, that
The yard pimp, dude.
Bro, I got 6 yard pimps outside right now, bro.
Yeah, Chad got them yard
Dude, I
pimps
got
outside,
yard
dude.
pimps outside, bro.
Yard
Never heard of
pimps.
him. Never heard of it.
Oh my
Yard
god,
pimps,
hold up.
dude.
Hold up.
He's Cajun. He's Cajun.
Hold
so
up.
yard pimp. Think about it. What's the pimp of the yard? Chicken. The rooster. That's a yard pimp.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, right. That's what he calls a chicken. Yard pimp. He's like, I have some of that yard pimp, dude. Like, he's real. Hey, look, Riverboat Rob. Nice.
Should unsubscribe. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Don't unsubscribe. I can tell if you do. Actually, I know 2 people that watch us a lot that have unsubscribed from a channel, but I don't want to call them out.
Why?
And they're good friends of ours. So
What?
I don't know why. Oh yeah, I'll tell you who they are later.
Oof.
I don't know why.
You never heard about stale cracker?
Well, they
before.
might have just like deleted YouTube or something.
Maybe. No, I ain't take it personal.
I'm about to learn y'all. Let's get it, dude. We about to do the ultimate seafood ball. You know we start with no seasoning, nothing but them lemons. Don't squeeze them, couillon. Water to that rolling ball. 60 seconds. All it takes. No trap left behind. Put them in there. Ooh-wee. 60 seconds. Keep stirring them. 60 seconds. All your ball shrimp. 60 seconds. Show y'all. Keep stirring. I don't know if stirring does anything, but it looks cool. 60 seconds. Keep the fire going. And it's hot chair. Powder today. Get that in there. Squish that. Look how beautiful that is. Ooh-wee. I'm really disappointed. After that video, I called everybody out about the shrimp that peel. I got one video. I think he cheated, dude. And still, when I go to your house, I got to get that potted meat. You know why? Cause your shrimp don't peel, dude, and that's money. Now we're gonna add them beautiful Melissa baby potatoes. Al dente, dude, that I know of. Garlic, dude. I think people add that sausage way too early. Look how pretty that all natural ball is. Time to hit it with that sausage, dude. Yeah. Fun fact, I've never
those
ate
live
lobster or
lobsters?
cooked lobster.
Yeah. Anyway, bro, dude, that is freaking stale cracker. Stale cracker is.
They're live as
Dude,
shit. That's what
I
I'm talking
love
about.
watching that dude.
Yeah, he's
While
really
we
good.
wait, we hydrate. That's money, dude, and that's what you see on my Instagram.
Is
all
that
the
what
time,
that's
trying to make
from?
sure- That's
Yes!
what it's from,
Yes!
dude. So stale
That's
cracker,
him.
bro.
That's him.
So while we wait, we hydrate.
So my unit stole that, and now we have a phrase while
That's
we
some
wait.
stale cracker.
That's
dude.
his-
Some
it's
stale
different.
cracker, dude.
That's his TikTok.
Yeah.
So ours is while we wait, we libate.
There we
So
go.
for
Same but
libations,
different.
Right.
libations is slang for beer.
That's money, dude.
That's money, dude.
He said, "Yeah, Zach
Everybody
says,
know-
put,
look,
he
everybody
says,
knows,
put
dude.
that on a cracker, dude." It's straight up, dude.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah,
I have,
yeah, he's
I
pretty
have the freaking. I actually have the freaking. I have 2 quantities of the 2-step.
Oh, you
Here
got
in
the
my
2-step?
Oh, I got the 2-step up
Oh,
here in my
you got the
cabinet right
2-step?
now, bro. I got
You
the
got the
2-step
2-step?
up in here, bro.
2-step is his seasoning that he makes.
He's got
So-
seasoning, dude. He's
so
got
where
hot
do you get
seasoning.
the
He's got
crawfish
Cajun
from?
seasoning, dude.
Well, he lives in
Dude,
Louisiana.
You order,
Where do
dude,
you get the crawfish from?
I would
So-
order from him, and he would ship it up
No,
here live,
I get-
bro. He
I
ships
get
it up here live.
crawfish?
Yeah, he ships
I
it up
get
here
I get my
live.
crawfish from Gerspex.
That's gay.
Gerspex.
He
It's
ships
not
it up
gay,
here
dude. You
live
haven't
from
tried
Louisiana.
it.
Why don't you get them from
Dude,
the
I
river?
would definitely.
You could.
That
It
would
would
be
take me
hard.
forever. I can go buy like 2 pounds of crawfish right now.
Why
Well,
don't you
not
put
right
'em on the
now.
hook?
It's a little late.
Why don't you go put them on the
Oh, I
hook?
see what you're saying. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I would love to do a crawfish broil.
But I'm not ordering
and
crawfish
have-
from fucking Louisiana. Pardon my French. And they're waiting for them to be shipped.
I would like. Dude,
Try
it's
my
a 1-day
crawfish
shipping.
broil
It's
and see
one.
if you
It's
think-
like 1 or 2.
I
day
will.
Oh, I would
shipping,
do it.
yeah.
Just invite me over,
Yeah.
Rob.
You're always invited. dude.
I would love to get crawfish
These guys
from
are always
down there in
welcome at my house.
Louisiana. Do the crawfish broil and have people come over and
Dude,
just
so
chill.
I did this
We do
thing-
that for Best and Be Radio this fall. That's what we
I
need
did
to
this
do.
thing, dude. Like you guys, like.
That's
I'm
one
so,
thing we haven't
I'm
done
so,
is the Best of Beer Radio
I'm so
part.
crazy. I did my kitchen now, bar themed. So it has. I think I sent you guys a video one day. So it has TVs
Right,
around the
yeah,
top of the
yeah.
kitchen,
Yeah.
like you're at the bar. And then I have like a shelf that goes all the way around with a hot sauce collection, and have like every hot sauce like you could. I think I'm up to like 120 different hot sauces collection.
Okay, how hot do you like hot though?
So I can't eat extremely hot. My wife and my son though, you can't hang, dude. No, swear to God.
I'll
People,
hang.
plenty
I'll
of
hang.
people have said this. Plenty of people. This has been said before.
You talking like CR Wings 911 hot?
Yeah, well, no, way hotter. I'm talking like
You're talking like Carolina Reapers.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
worse.
I don't know about that.
I
Dude.
I
Did you
my,
ever do the hot noodle challenge? Have you tried?
I
that?
haven't done
I
the
did the
hot.
hot
Dude, I
chip
haven't done the
challenge.
hot chip challenge.
My wife could do all that and won't phase her at all. My son, close. Me, dude. My hot level is like I like Tapatito.
Bro, your
like,
wife is just tough as nails, bro.
Dude, she'd be like,
Ain't
"What-
no
ain't
way
hot."
nobody just doesn't feel that.
Dude, I wish I had the picture of the black eye she gave me. I'll put it up on air right now.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, she punched me in the eye, gave me a black eye because I called her. I got drunk and I said something I shouldn't have said, and next thing I know, she punched me in the eye. I deserved it, so you know. But
At least you're honest.
Yeah, she's a tough. She was potty trained at gunpoint. That's what I said.
Is there a story behind that?
No,
I've never heard that phrase before.
it just means like, God damn, you like nothing. Like she's just the strongest person in the world. Nothing.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, nothing. Like
I call you on the phone. You're like, hold up, my wife's here right now.
yeah,
I gotta make.
she don't.
Like,
She don't play. She keep me in check. It's actually exactly the kind of woman I need with my dumb ass because you know I do a lot of dumb ass shit. So
But that's
Keeps me
fun.
alive.
Doing dumb things it's fun.
right, but you need a balance. So she's my balance. Like, will you get your dumb ass in the house?
you need,
I was out.
dude. You need a woman in your life that's gonna tell you when you're being stupid.
Right,
straight
that's
up.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And
Straight up.
and punch you in your mouth if you getting out of line.
I agree with that too.
Yeah,
I agree
that's a
with
good
that, too.
woman right there. A bad woman would just let you do dumb shit and be a dumbass and look stupid. A good woman be like, come on.
Like,
come on.
figure it out.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you better than that. You're like, come on, what are you doing? Like, get your ass in the house. You know what I mean?
It's 3 o'clock on Tuesday and you're already hammered. Well, yesterday it was 2, so we're in the right direction. Right.
Yeah, habanero is pretty fucking hot, Paul, too. To me. To my
So-
wife and them, nothing. But habanero is, habanero is pretty. You ever eat a fresh habanero?
Not the whole thing, but I've had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hot.
So, dude,
What did I say?
I don't even know where I'm at in terms of like the.
Yeah, I hear you, Joe.
I don't.
Dude, we gotta get Z back on here, bro. Straight up, Z back on here will be a riot.
I don't
It
even.
would.
I don't even know where I'm at in terms of like the hot pepper scale because like my daily hot sauce is Carolina Reaper sauce,
Dude.
and it's pretty brutal.
You just got, Tony, 100% you got to come over.
Dude, I'm just a
I
Frank's
have-
hot sauce guy.
My,
Buffalo and hot. I'm just a Frank's.
you're like me. You're like me, dude. That's how I am.
I
I'm just
literally
a Frank's guy. Yeah.
I put
Yeah,
hot sauce
yeah.
on literally
Frank's is good.
everything.
But I put it on everything too, but not some Carolina Reaper.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad.
So how old are you, bro?
25.
Dude, I'm telling you, you got 3 years left. In 3 years, when you eat that Carolina Reaper sauce one night, you're gonna sit on the toilet and you're gonna blow your toilet off the floor, and you're gonna realize that you can't do that anymore. And you
Dude.
know, and you want to know when I realized that I can't do that?
I might have a picture.
Last month. Last month is when I realized that. I'm gonna be 29 on Sunday.
Oh, happy birthday! Damn.
No, fuck that.
Sunday's your birthday, dude?
No, birthday suck dick. I'm gonna be 29 on Sunday, and it sucks ass. I ate some motherfucking.
You make
hot
me
wings.
feel good right about now.
I ate some, dude. I ate some motherfucking hot wings like a couple weeks ago. Sat down on the toilet,
Just got you right.
blew my intestines out of. I blew my intestines out of my asshole. Never in my life have I ever struggled that badly with eating hot wings, and that's the moment that I realized that you cannot do everything that you want to do in life when you
The older
get
you
into
get,
your-
Chad, the more it
dude,
sucks. So I got kind of a picture of my hot sauce collection, kind of.
Dude, Rob, we have
What?
got to get together, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not all of it.
Yeah. That's
Dude,
wild.
any hot sauce you want to try.
That's
Dude,
wild.
Do you
I'm
have
telling-
the bomb and everything?
Yeah, I got the hand grenade one. I got all that crap.
Oh,
Bro,
that's
Z-Back,
Sargent's.
I'm
That
telling
stuff's
you.
great.
I
Dude,
got-
I
so-
drink that.
yeah,
shit.
that's not that hot.
that
That's not
stuff's
that hot.
awesome.
Z-Back
it tastes
says-
really good though.
Z-Back says he's not sure what tactics he would talk about if we came on here. I don't
Whatever he
think we
wants.
need Z-Back to talk about tactics. I think our general conversation would just be a riot.
Most likely. I'm for it. I'm here for it.
Dude, I gotta bounce off of here soon, dude. I
gotta
go
bounce
home
off here?
before I get another black.
I mean,
eye.
we've been on here for about 2 hours and 20
I
minutes.
might have that one, dude, but I'm gonna tell you. So here's the thing, and this is gonna sound whack. So they make a lot of ghost pepper hot sauces, a lot of them.
I think the ghost pepper is the best heat taste mixture
Well,
that's out there.
They make a lot of them, and some of them are hot and some are not.
Correct.
Some of them just say ghost
like
pepper.
the Melinda's ghost pepper, that's not that hot. It's
Right.
good, but it's not that
Right.
hot.
So there's a lot of those, right?
Yes.
But there's one that's the hottest shit
Is
you
it
ever ate in your
it-
life.
Wait a minute. It's is it spontaneous combustion? Is that the one?
No.
That one's
I
hot
believe
too.
it's made by Dave's or something.
Dave's Insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave's Insanity.
That one.
That's hot.
That's hot, dude.
It's an extract sauce.
Yeah, that is hot.
So like the bomb and Dave's Insanity, so they use capsaicin or capsaicin, whatever you want to call it, extract. So when you use extract, it doesn't register on the Scoville scale because it's like synthetic. Think of it as like CBD oil, right? It's extracted. It's the same way from the pepper, and they put it in the sauce, so it's like not technically natural. So yeah, so that's why the bomb is only like 100 and whatever thousand Scovilles, but it burns you to hell because it's
That's
got
how the Dave's is.
because
right?
it has extract in it.
Dude, this stuff is like extremely hot. And then you tell people like, oh, it's just ghost pepper. So like, oh yeah, 100 ghost pepper sauces, right?
And then there's
Fuck that.
This one is actually really
Yeah.
like, it's probably the hottest thing I have ever eaten.
Dave's is up there.
Yeah.
So I started playing with this stuff called Extreme Regret, and the thing I really like about it.
Extreme regret.
That's the next morning. on the
Imagine
toilet,
just
like,
putting that on everything you eat is just extreme regret.
So
put that on my tombstone.
the reason I really like it is it comes in just shy of 1 million Scovilles. I think it's like 850,000, but it's all natural. No extract. It's just the number one ingredient is Carolina Reaper. It's Carolina Reaper, Trinidad Scorpion, and then it has habaneros for flavor.
Trinidad Scorpion.
Dude,
I got
it's
one.
awesome.
No, I got.
Oh
so
my god.
Wait a minute. Oh, I
Dude,
don't.
me and you need to do like
Wait a
some
minute.
tasting.
Dude,
on,
I forgot this.
Me and you need to do like a hot tasting
No, I
on
almost
Facebook
forgot.
Live one day.
I'll bring the sauce.
Let's do
no,
it.
no, dude. I almost forgot this, but my wife works with someone from Trinidad, and she got real.
Trinidad Scorpions.
Yes.
Does she
I
like?
could
She
get
can
you
like
one.
eat them.
She can.
Dude, I don't even know if I want to do that.
I can bring you. I can probably get my hands on one.
Dude, so that's the
It's
thing.
like
is,
it's like pure uncut.
so here's the thing. Like,
Yo.
dude, these peppers, like once you get to that level of hot,
It's not even no taste no more. Just
But
like,
the thing is,
God damn, like
like-
no, like why did I eat that?
dude, each pepper has a different pain. Like the Trinidad Scorpion, like
Different pain.
no, for real. Like the
No pain, no gain.
The
dude.
Trinidad Scorpion, like I've like very hot sauces that are like 100% Trinidad Scorpion, and it's just like it's literally like a scorpion's in your mouth. Like your tongue feels like it's got 8 miles
Yeah, I
wide.
can't do
You can't
Oh,
get
my
that.
God.
Blah, blah, blah.
Can't do it. No.
The Carolina Reaper is like you taste it and then
Sweating it
30
out.
seconds
Sweating it
30
out.
seconds go by and you're like, okay,
It's got the after
not bad.
burn.
And then it's pulsating. It's like, dude, your tongue is throbbing.
I've
and
been
it's
there.
Getting
Been there.
worse.
Yeah.
It gets
On the
worse.
Reaper?
The
No,
Reaper's
no,
So,
I
dude,
just
like, dude, I'm
I
telling
mean
you.
I've been there that ate
hold
something
up,
so hot.
Hold
where
up,
it's-
hold up,
oh my
hold up.
God.
Is this the time? When do we put up the poll? When if we do the one chip challenge on this show?
Okay, I'll do it, but it's
I'll
gonna
do
be.
it.
I'll do it. I'll do it. We need to put up. Right now is not the time to put up the poll because we're getting to like the end. But like next week, we need to put a poll on if we're doing that shit or not.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'll
I'll
tell
do
you
it.
right
I'll
now.
do
I'll
it.
do it. But it has
I'll
to
do
be.
Can my wife sit in for me?
You can.
You-
No, you
you
have to.
you
do
have
it.
to come
I'll
and
do
eat
it.
the
I'll
chip
do
with
it. I'll
us.
do it. I'll do
So
it.
we have
I
to
will
wait.
buy the chip. I will buy the chip for
I'll
all
do
of
it.
us.
So
I
this
can make the
next
noodles.
one.
I will do it.
No,
We can
the
do
chip
noodle
is
ones,
way
too.
worse.
Is it?
Way.
All right,
oh my
I'll
god.
do it. I'll do it.
So
I'll do it. I'm in.
This next one, the new chip has the Reaper, the Scorpion, and it has the Viper pepper.
Oh,
Right, dude, I'm
Oh.
excited.
oh
I'll do it.
shit! You
I'll
down?
do it. Yeah.
I'm down.
I'm down.
do it.
I'm
But dude, we
100%
need to do
down.
so. Like maybe next week.
we have
in
to eat the
next
whole
2
chip,
weeks, we'll do that
or-
on
Yes,
Friday
eat
night.
the whole chip.
Eat the whole chip. It's the one chip challenge for all three of us.
You gotta eat the whole
Live
chip?
on-
Eat
yeah,
the
you
whole
gotta
chip.
thing.
All right, I'm still in.
So you just like
I'm old. Have 911 on standby.
you just have to go like 5 minutes, dude. If you can make it like 5 minutes without drinking milk, I don't care if you make it 5 or 15. If you make it past 5, you've earned your milk.
Have you ate? Have you
Yo.
ate one yet?
Yes.
Is it that bad?
It's a little rough. I mean, it's like not.
And you
like,
know about the days and all. And that
How long-
days is
How
flat
long
as
did
shit.
it last though?
So I will say
It's been updated.
it got worse. So it got like the peak was probably at 3 minutes. Once I started noticing it.
I'm nervous.
Once I started noticing it easing up, and I knew it was over the top, I was like, okay, well now I'm just gonna drink milk because
Right.
it's like whatever. So that's what I did. But like I would say 3 minutes is when I was like, okay,
I didn't do it. That's when he opened my beer for
yeah,
me.
I did that.
The fucking bottle caps in the bottom of my
Yeah.
freaking beer
Tony,
jug.
Tony tried to kill Chad.
Yeah, be careful. There's a beer cap in there.
Dude, let's talk about this next week, though. I really do got to bounce because I'm trying to go home before my wife goes to bed.
Yeah,
It's Friday night.
I gotta wake up early.
This is random. We're out of here. We're out until
Thursday night.
maybe Tuesday night. I think Kevin says
Oh,
he wants
you're
to
gonna do a tackle talk?
Tackle Tuesday.
Nice.
So possibly Tackle Tuesday will be coming on. I'll keep you guys updated.
If Kevin's coming on for Tackle Tuesday, I'm guessing you should talk chatterbaits.
we're going
Or
to talk
frogging.
about so many
Kevin's
things,
very good at both
so.
of those things.
All right,
Not
y'all.
the- not the
Appreciate you
forward.
guys for joining us. We're out of here. Peace.